We're here.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're late.
We're
Yeah,
late,
that's
as
all.
usual. What are we?
We're
now?
on Central Time today.
Yeah. Basically.
Daylight savings really got us messed up.
Daylight savings was like a month ago.
Yeah, it's like a month later.
We're
still
really
saving it.
messed
It
up.
just hit us.
We're
We
still
forgot
saving
about
it.
it.
We love saving all the time.
We just put our clocks where they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As one does. As one does.
Joys of technical
I've been springing it back an hour every time.
Yeah, every day.
Every year since I woke up.
Can I just
So
say
that's
that
why.
I hope every year because every year I feel they say they're gonna end like daylight savings time and not do it anymore, and every year they don't do it. And I'm just like, just stop. It's terrible.
I think it's a cabin in the woods situation, and if we don't do it, a giant fist is gonna explode.
the demons
out of the
are gonna come out and murder all of them.
There's something in one of those old Pennsylvania cornfields that the founding fathers did way back in the day, and they said, "Give us an hour of your day, or we shall rise."
It's lost
again.
all over again.
That's a plot for a horror movie right there. If I've
That
ever
really
seen it,
is.
I'm gonna make that.
Call it daylight slaying.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Oh man, Shudder.
You are a
here I
genius.
come.
You are a genius.
I get covered by dead meat. I mean,
Yeah, get that dead meat video
I gotta
made.
get that dead meat kill count.
The kill count in the podcast episode talking about
Yes, yeah, I give you Chelsea and James can do a podcast for me. For daylight slaying. Oh my god, that's too funny. Well,
that is a great name for a daylight savings horror movie.
It really is.
Why anybody would make that, I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up. Someone had to have done this.
There's no way.
Someone had to have done it.
We keep coming up with awesome names for things.
Yeah, last week with
last week was the pot of stream.
Yeah, pot of stream.
Pot of stream.
Pot of stream. This lets me stream for 2 hours.
Imagine someone on screen at some point is just like, after they kill someone, they're like, "It's daylight slaying time."
Looks like you didn't set your clock back an hour.
What would the killer? Yeah, what would the killer of that movie be? Because I feel like it needs to be a really dumb slasher movie.
Okay, it's a farmer.
It's either a farmer or it'd be Flava Flav just because he wears the giant clock.
Or alternatively,
and nothing
Benjamin
else.
Franklin as a zombie.
Or someone wearing a Benjamin Franklin costume.
Yeah, it's a Ben Franklin. It's a really crappy Ben Franklin rubber mask.
Is it bad that I only know that Ben Franklin invented daylight saving times due to National Treasure?
It's not. And because I know most of my historical facts from that movie.
Love it.
I know 2 things from that movie. One, the founding fathers are the best thing that happened to America because apparently
Hamilton also told you that too.
Yes, they did, but they didn't rap nearly as much as National Treasure.
No.
And also that the greatest treasure ever known to man at no point had any interaction with slavery whatsoever. That's what the movie told me, because you would think that they would have some sort of overlap. But the answer is no.
Of course not.
It was all just fine.
Yep,
Don't ask where this treasure came from. Don't ask if they should give it back. Just be happy with the ride that we were given.
Nick Cage is in it. I love it.
He is in it. He Navy SEAL dives off like Coney Island Pier or something. And I just remember that.
I haven't seen either of those 2 films in years. It's been so
Me
long.
and Sarah literally just watched it the other day. I remember going like, Nick Cage's hair is a masterpiece of that movie.
I feel like Nick Cage has never aged since that movie. I've seen him. I've seen trailers for Renfield, and he's Dracula in that movie, and Nick Cage just has not aged.
He just looks the same as he has.
Same in Wicker. I haven't seen Wicker Man, but I've seen shots of him in Wicker Man, which is even earlier than National Treasure, and he doesn't look a day older than he does now. Which maybe Renfield's trying to tell us something. Maybe Nicholas Cage
maybe he is a vampire.
A vampire.
But he's the man that never ages.
That's true, because Keanu Reeves just started aging.
Yeah, he finally started after how
we love Keanu.
Somebody said that once you don't age in Hollywood until someone has something on you, and then you just start aging rapidly. We watched Pharrell. Pharrell looked like he was 19 until Blurred Lines came out. All of a sudden, it was like, bloop!
Oh.
old now.
He got old real quick.
And
huh?
all you can hope is you get that dignified Clooney look, where like you have looked that same like age for a million years, like since the '80s, and you just ride that into the sunset.
And you've never heard something bad about Clooney. Because he's living his life.
He's still paying off his
Everyone.
Hollywood dues.
Yep. Leonardo DiCaprio is
Oh,
only now
God.
just getting older, and that's just because
He keeps thumping women when they turn 25.
I've been getting rid of them when they become, what is it, like 30 is when he stops?
25. 25.
That is
It's
insane.
weird that we know that.
Yeah.
It's weird that we all know that.
I work with a woman who
It's
just
so
turned
funny.
26, and everybody was like, "Happy birthday! Sorry you can't date DiCaprio."
DiCaprio is no longer interested.
Yeah, you've moved on. It's how you officially know that you're old and unwanted as a woman. Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't want to date you anymore.
Even though he's like
Imagine-
50 now.
Imagine being Leonardo DiCaprio's partner on your 25th birthday.
This is the last year. I have
It's
no
the
more
last
time.
Here's an
party.
eviction notice, baby. Time for you to leave the flat.
I feel like he had a lot going for him. Like, he was a heartthrob. Everybody loved him, and then he was just creepy.
Yep.
And it's
I
like,
don't think he.
There are still a lot of people that think Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah,
is hot
people.
as shit.
I remember when like
oh, he's
there was
weird
like a
looking
photo
now.
of him on like a boat or something, and it was like dad bod season, and that was like then just in general, everybody was talking about dad bods and how like they were like the sexiest thing ever, and it was like all because Leonardo.
Leo has always been hot for everybody. I think it's just now starting to get to the point where 25 is a younger and younger number every year. So people are just like, it was fine when you were 30.
He could be their dad at that point, like
Yeah.
at 50. So,
And like, I feel
starting to get a little
for
weird.
it would be hilarious if it was just like a weird coincidence, and it's just like,
Oh, he's almost 50. He's approaching 50
and
in
he's
a
just
couple of
like
years.
every time. But like, that's what I'm saying. Your 25th birthday, you look over at Leo, he looks over at you, you look over at each other, and you're asking yourself, is the time up? Like, am I gonna get a call like tomorrow? That's so weird.
He presses the button, it's you're too old, and you just get like dropped out of his apartment and like slide down a slide.
One is just one. 2 is a coincidence. 3 is interesting. 4 is a pattern. Like,
It's more than 4. It's like 6 or
it's
7
more than
too.
4.
Yeah.
He's
I
had a
love
lot.
the chart that comes out. Is
Every
so
time people talk about
funny.
the chart and how it stays static, he keeps going up.
It's wild.
It's so
So, like,
funny.
There you go, people. There you go.
Welcome to the Elyssia campaign's opinion.
Welcome
on
to the
Leonardo
Elyssia campaign.
DiCaprio.
And I will say this: if you have anything to say about Leonardo DiCaprio, and you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and your elf character has a romance with a human, you're the same person. You're part of the problem.
You are
So
Leonardo
just throwing that
DiCaprio.
out there. Just throwing that. Don't act too high and mighty. If you've ever played an elf and you've kissed a human, you're doing the same thing.
You're a
Someone
predator.
made literally an entire chart chronicling the relationship to when he dumped them.
Yep.
That is both a hilarious and
someone has
slightly
fully analyzed.
And what's kind of funny is
relationships.
that several of his relationships started when the person is 20 years old.
Yep.
And so.
He has a thing that 5 years right there.
Yep.
Is that also possibly a cabin in the woods situation of there's like some
If
evil
he
demons
dates somebody
that
over
demand
25.
Leonardo DiCaprio date women from the ages of 20.
This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Here's the thing. Leonardo DiCaprio's been telling us for a while that the world is heating up. And he's like, I'm trying to stop global warming. And the only thing I have left to do is now this ancient Druidic ritual, which, like, and I don't want to keep doing it, but y'all won't recycle. And so
I gotta keep dating these 20 to 25 year olds. Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
I'm gonna keep having sex with these beautiful 20 to 25-year-old women, not because I want to, but because you make me do it.
You know he's been in love with Nicole Kidman since Titanic. He just wants to go home and be old with her, but he can't because he has to keep doing these shaman rituals with these children.
Oh my god.
What's the movie? Oh, I think it's a Will Ferrell movie where he's like these beautiful women that keep coming up to me wanting to have sex with me, and I don't want to have sex with them, but you make me do it. Just that entire scenario.
Yeah. Poor Leonardo is what I'm saying. Is poor Leonardo. He's fighting for the rest of us.
Yeah, he's doing the best he can.
He's
And
a
we're judging
planeteer,
him for it.
and
You
you
know,
can be
everyone-
one too. Because
Everyone
saving our
raise a
planet
glass
is the
to
thing.
Leo
to do.
tonight.
Captain
Thank
Planet.
him for his
Yes,
sacrifice
Captain
of
Planet.
dating and making love to 20 to 25-year-old
Man,
women.
where's that
at
Captain
the
Planet episode
50.
at? I need that episode of Captain Planet.
And real
He
life,
just
Okay.
talks to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio could be Captain Planet in a movie.
He could be.
Honestly,
I'd watch that.
That'd be pretty neat.
That'd be pretty neat.
Well, now that we've thoroughly gone so far off the rails at the start of this,
You guys want to play some
already-
D&D?
Yeah, how about D&D?
Yeah, I guess it's time to play a little.
Yeah, we
bit
had a
of
very
D&D.
interesting session last time.
Yes.
Very
We
fun
did. I was
thumbnail.
originally just gonna read the synopsis to Wedding Crashers and have that be our recap and just let everyone figure it out from there. But I didn't, or I didn't bring it up. So the party ended up they ended up attending the wedding of Morgan of Olin and her fiance, and there a big guardian fowl busted in named Sir Ambrose, and he was like, I'm crashing this wedding and I got a game to play with you. And that's to you, Sentinel, that if you punch me in the face, you're gonna come to this place that I tell you to, and I'm gonna punch you in the face back. And Sentinel was like, okay. So he punched him in the face, and he was like, in 7 days, I'm gonna punch you back. And he left. And now the party is headed to the Shrine of the Guardian Fowl to attempt to let Sentinel get punched in the face by this other Guardian Fowl that crashed a wedding, like Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn did in Wedding Crashers.
Hell
The
yeah.
exact same way. No difference.
Not
You watch if you watch Wedding Crashers and then you watch our Elyssia campaign, they are literally a one-for-one recreation of each other. So yeah, that is what's going on. There was some fighting with some undead frost giants, which kind of eluded the party that this whole beckoning thing might be further along than anyone suspected and possibly feared. And when that ended, you are about, I think I said, a day and a half out of Lakeland, roughly, where you're headed. Got to cross this ice lake to get to the wastes, which is this terrible, icy, frozen tundra, and that will make your way to the Shrine of the Guardian Fowl.
The Shrine of the Guardian.
I am going to get some music going here.
The Guardian Fowl.
Please play the right song. Beautiful. So yes, let me bring our
Oh.
Welcome to Elyssia screen over to the map of Olin. So you guys are roughly about right here now on your way to Lakeland. As I said, you're about a day and a half out from there. You can actually see it off over the relatively flat landscape as you've emerged from the trees. It is
Man,
a wood-walled
lot of-
city. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, it's a really long walk.
Ooh, I like this music.
Near Replicant soundtrack. Still
Yep.
just jiving, killing it for us.
Yeah, that sounds great.
We should go to this hole by Stonehenge.
Yeah, there
Okay.
are some other towns here. You'd be terribly off your
Oh.
timetable of 7 days to Sir Ambrose, but there are other places available.
Do we have to go there in 7 days, or
I
do
mean,
we? Is
that's-
it just 7 days he's showing up?
Well, it's 7 days henceforth, is what he told you at the Shrine of the.
So he'll show up 7 days regardless, or just he's gonna be at that place in 7 days?
You are unsure.
Okay, because that's what I was saying.
Yeah, he was not a very descriptive person. He just kind of said what he said and then he left.
I mean, it was in the middle of a wedding.
That's true. Yeah, we don't really want to have
Yeah.
a discussion of semantics during someone else's wedding.
But it's totally okay to just bust in and demand another chicken thwack you with his axe as hard as he can.
Well, I mean, at least he kept it quick. You know, he didn't bog us down with So here's what I mean by this, and here's how this is all gonna go down. You have exactly 7 days, and if you don't do this within nope, hit me. I'll be here. I'll be back in 7 days.
Not he'll be back in 7 days. You will meet him.
That's true. We'll meet him in 7 days henceforth.
Henceforth.
7 days
Yeah, henceforth.
henceforth.
Yeah, 7 days henceforth.
Perchance.
Perchance. Beg pardon.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. Yes.
So I assume the party will continue their way towards Lakeland for the next day,
Yes.
roughly.
I think so.
Ruma's gonna
more
be
or less.
vibing in the snow.
Ruma has now become uncatatonic from his learnings
Oh,
of
yeah.
the possible truths about the goddess and Braska, and he is now back. Now it's Asriel, who I forgot to mention.
Oh yeah, and
Eric
it's not
Stick.
obvious by the fact that there's no
Yeah,
camera
He's
there.
not here. He is unfortunately ill and not joining us. I probably should have
I
mentioned that
completely
before.
forgot about the
But now
I kind of
Asriel is
assumed.
catatonic.
He's really cold. He doesn't like it.
No.
Ooh, speaking of which, do we have a long rest?
Yes, you will have a long rest since it's about a day's journey to Lakeland.
Sweet.
So, you're able to build a campfire and make camp, in the snow.
I make super good camp.
There you go. Super good camp.
It's the best
The
camp.
best
Is
camp.
that one of your abilities?
We have
Yep.
the best camp.
It's his.
Make
that new
camp great
feat.
again.
We will build a wall around our camp.
And we're
then
gonna make the
be
Giants pay
indicted
for it.
on 34 counts of felony.
Sorry.
If you haven't noticed, audience, everyone is immensely drunk this session, and
We're
this
so
is what
drunk.
you get to deal with.
Totally.
Haven't had a drink in weeks.
All I've been drinking is this big old thing of water. and
Yeah,
also-
hydro homies.
Water.
Hydro homie.
Also
Hey!
water.
I have
Where's
this
the water,
solo
Brendan?
cup filled with Mountain Dew.
Okay, well,
Drink water.
It's not even. I have a water bottle in the fridge. I'll drink it after.
who here is
How
over
not?
25? Raise your hands.
Over 25?
Yeah, you heard what I said.
Technically.
This-
Technically.
Oh. There it is.
I turned 25 this year. So,
I think you're
Okay,
24
so there
this year.
no.
Yeah, I thought you were younger, Brendan.
Yeah, I thought you were 24, Brendan. Well, I learned.
No, it's
something new
2023.
today.
Yeah, so it's I'm 25 now.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't thought about it a day since I was 19. So
Yeah.
I said over
Yeah.
I hit 19
25.
and I stopped caring.
You don't really. I
Once
mean,
you
when I went
turn
from
29,
to
that solo
30,
cup of Mountain Dew is gonna feel differently in your stomach.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's a magical thing. It's a magical thing.
It's something that I know is coming. I just don't care.
When
No,
you
no,
do
I
wouldn't.
something
Don't
terrible,
care
you
about it.
kinda
I'm
just
like, who cares?
accept the consequences.
Nah, dude.
All right,
I'm almost
getting back on
right now.
track here. You've all awoken from your long rest. So if you need to update any character sheets or anything, by all means, go ahead.
I
And-
might manage some spells.
If you
Oh,
like
I
yeah,
to
realize
do
that I
that,
can
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
So if you
I might
and
do
Ruma
that.
get your beginning of day pick spells stuff.
So I might change some stuff up depending on what since we're fighting
Undead.
undead so often. I might change my stuff.
So as you awaken, to real quick, Jamie, before you get too far with your spell selection,
Okay,
you
yeah. Right.
notice off in the distance where Lakeland is, where you can kind of see it through the clear skies right now, there seems to be a relatively thick layer of smoke wafting up from the town that was not there in the previous days.
Ooh, that's not good.
Someone made a nice big fire apparently.
Yeah. Does it look like black? Like
It's black smoke.
blackened?
Yes, it is
yeah.
very dark, burning fire smoke.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's not good.
Someone's having a real big bonfire. Got the whole town involved, probably.
Ooh. We should get over there faster, huh?
Yeah, probably. Usually not a good sign.
Yeah, well, I'll start making our way over there.
So you guys continue on the roughly 8-9 hour journey that it'll take you to get to Lakeland from where you are.
You know what?
It
Actually, I
is-
think I'm gonna make
It is a relatively calm journey this time. The weather has lightened up a bit. You don't run into any creatures or anything too concerning. But as you begin to make your way closer to Lakeland, about an hour out with the city's walls much closer in view, you actually see someone running towards you. Someone clad in very light leather armor, a human, frantically running down the ice and snow-covered road that you guys are currently traversing to get there.
One of you guys want to stop him, or clearly he knows what's going on.
Yeah, we can. Like I said, hold up a second.
You're headed to Lakeland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't particularly recommend it right now. The city is under siege. I am on my way to Morgath to inform the Queen to send reinforcements. It's quite dire.
Oh,
Under
what's going
siege by
on?
who? Yeah.
The Dracokin of the White Banner have laid ships upon the harbor, and they're currently invading the city proper. General Skeever's managed to barricade and blockade them off, but they are making their way. Their numbers are quite great, much greater than the forces are capable of handling.
Okay, well, yeah, you should keep going to get some help.
Yep.
Thank you. He just takes off running. This poor guy. At his rate he's going, he'll probably be there in a day and a half if he doesn't let up. But you know, it's gonna take time to.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff out there too. It's a pretty bad way.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he makes it back. Well, I guess we are reinforcements, aren't we? Huh?
I mean, we should go and make sure if just in case anybody needs any help. But we have to get to this town in order to get to the shrine, right?
Yeah.
We gotta go through it. We don't have to go through it, but we're kind of already going this way, so.
Well,
Yes,
might
at
as
this
well.
point, the time lost traveling to Lakeland, if you were to reroute to try to go the long way around, you would not reach the Shrine of the Guardian Fowl in the 7 days.
Yeah, so we'll make it go. Make a go at it this way, but maybe just if
Yeah.
this town gets taken over by the time we get there, it might need to be something we sneak through.
As a reminder,
So we have an NPC with us too, don't we?
Ezra, who is a Dracokin, is with the group right now. You decided to bring her along.
Oh,
on your
I
journey
forgot
to
that.
Yeah, because she's helping us get to Lakeland and get through Lakeland.
Okay, then yeah.
They mentioned something about a white banner. I guess we can ask
Yeah,
Ezra.
we don't know.
What is the
Yeah, what's with the white
Dracokin
banner?
under the white banner?
Be significant.
Well, the Dracokin, the different tribes generally operate under different colored banners: white, gray, red, blue, and yellow. I used to adhere or work with the yellow bannered tribe before I ended up leaving them in the whole Architosh the Defiler situation with Meepo and them. I sort of serve as just a general kind of liaison between the different tribes with the white banner. They've always been a little less than pleased with the alliances that the other tribes have made with the Kingdom of Olin. Though I didn't think that Bazal would, do anything crazy like trying to attack any one of the cities here. It's always been more of a silent protest than a violent or physical one.
Looks like that's changed.
Yeah,
Yes.
either leadership or their decision making.
I know that the White Banner has had a bit of a shakeup over the last few months in their leadership. Not necessarily of the leaders themselves, but some of the younger voices are less than impressed or enthused with how things have gone diplomatically. I haven't been overly involved. I've been, with Meepo and the whole Drangling thing, and then being, attendant to Morgan. I haven't been overly aware of what's been going on, but something major's happened.
Well, if they're raising a town, then that means they're not. Whatever was going on broke down.
Yeah,
Because-
something's going on.
definitely.
Worst case, if we end up getting into a fight with them, thoughts?
Well, Bazal is a good friend of mine from childhood. I don't believe he'd be involved, but if we could somehow contact him, maybe he could set whoever these rogues are straight, or try to at least bring whatever's going on under order.
But good to know at least.
I unfortunately don't know exactly who would be leading these soldiers. I can't believe it's the current leader of the White Banner, but like you said, Dr. Watts, things could have changed.
Well, best way to know is to find out.
True that.
I don't want to leave them hanging out for too long. We still gotta get through that town, so.
So I assume the party will make great haste towards Lakeland.
Yeah.
You double your travel speeds and efforts to get yourselves to the walls of Lakeland. Wooden walls that could be barely seen through the fog and snow that has started on the tail end of your journey here. However, as you near the city and things become clearer, you can see how thick the smoke that rises from it is, and the clashing sounds of battle and strife make their way through the thick walls.
Okay. What's the plan?
Great question.
Large rated.
All right,
That's a plan, that's for sure.
that's certainly something we
I
can do.
don't know if we want to.
Have I had any dealings with the Draco King tribes in the past, Ethan?
Yes, because you are a Goliath and hail from these parts. So the Dracokin, just as some history that you'd be aware of, Ruma, and I'm sure if you asked Ezra, she'd be willing to impart as well. The Dracokin are kind of the initial people of this land. They're kind of the indigenous groups, and it is the Olans, or the King of Olan, that has moved from the south and settled within this land. So there's always been quite a bit of tension between the Dracokin tribes and this kingdom that has kind of just decided to take root here and claim the land as their own. Since Morgan has become queen, she's been trying to do her best to repair relations with the Dracokin, especially since several of those tribes helped her ascend the throne. But clearly something is not going as planned here.
Gotcha. Would I have had conflicts with them in the past?
Probably. There are a lot of Dracokin that are very accepting, and they attempt to like fit in with what's been going on, but there are definitely those two that rebel and disagree with the current state of things and have been known to cause issues for travelers and people that kind of enter their what they consider to be like their sacred land, or the land that's like they've maintained all of these years. They're not too keen on people going into those parts.
Fair.
So for whatever reason, any dealings would have led you there, whether for the church, for the Kingdom of Olan, or just for your own personal reasons, you may have ended up in some conflict with these people.
Okay. And would they be like, are they like notoriously, like, is there a reason to fear them, or for the most part, is it just kind of like any other organization where they got strong guys, weak guys?
Yeah, they're known for their hardiness, kind of like the Goliath are. They can survive the cold. They're fierce warriors. They understand the land, how to navigate it, and it has definitely caused issues in the past for the Kingdom of Olan. If they've ever come into conflict, almost a kind of guerrilla warfare style fighting, where you have all these trained knights that are like, I fight honorably on the field of battle, and then all of a sudden these people jump up from the snow and just take you all out immediately, because that's how they fight. Very skilled warriors.
All right, well then, again, we can sneak around or sneak through the town and try not to fight these guys.
I mean, well, we need to secure a boat. I don't know how easy it's going to be to take a boat out of harbor while they're supposedly coming from the harbor.
I imagine it would be easy. They may not be
Yeah.
guarding the boats.
Yeah, they're coming in, not going out.
I always want to secure an exit. But perhaps.
I said we try to sneak towards the docks.
And if conflict arises, I suppose.
Yeah, then we
You'll
just
see Ruma taking off his plate boots and putting on sneaking slippers that have the little bunny ears on them.
perfect. That's what we
Puts on
needed.
his bunny slippers.
We needed buddy slippers of sneak.
There's an item I would love to get.
I
The
will
bunny slippers
I'm
of-
gonna give you the bunny slippers of sneaking.
It's just
The bunny slippers
reflavored
of
boots of
eternal
elven kind.
silence.
Yep.
So how Lakeland as a city is formed is you guys are kind of not standing out in front of it, but you can see it like is a large main gate that would be able to let foot travel in and out of it. There's a gate over to the I have to think about my directions, east side, because this is reversed. Over to the east side. That's smaller. That smaller foot traffic can go out of. And then the walls wrap around and kind of like spread out into the water. So there's actually wooden walls built into the frozen sea. You can kind of see there's all this ice and stuff formed over them. And that is where the harbor is.
All right.
I will roll a stealth check.
Should we all roll stealth checks to try to get through?
I
or-
guess my question is, where are you sneaking to? Are you just trying to sneak into the city? What is the game plan here?
I thought we were gonna try to sneak to the docks and grab a boat.
Was
gotta
it,
sneak
is it
from-
through
But I
the
fe-
city? Is it around the city? I think is what Ethan's getting
Oh
at.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so if you wanted to go around the city, you'd have massive difficulty because how the walls extend out, they go out into the lake. And as
Okay.
heads up, the lake is like massively freezing cold. You'd only
Yeah.
probably survive, even you, Ruma, for a short period of time trying to swim through it.
Oh, I love that picture. I love that frozen picture of me on the screen.
I
Yeah.
see it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
That's
Let's all do a let's all
oh,
do the
that's
Matt
so
Allen.
great.
Ah,
That's so great. Oh yeah,
ah.
that's what I want.
That's just
Taking that off and I'm turning it back on.
There we
There
go.
Good
He's
night.
face back.
Oh wow. Okay,
Someone screenshotted that, and that's the next cover of your nerdy.
our next album.
Yeah.
Okay. And how does it sound bad in there?
There's definite fighting going on, but it sounds like it's coming more from the center of the city and back towards where the harbor is.
Okay. Well, maybe we go through. We can go through. I can try to patch up some people as we go.
Ruma will put his plate boots back on instead of the sneaky slippers.
The sneaky slippers you don't have are returned to your pack.
Excellent.
You may add an item to your.
I let him borrow the boots of elven
sneaking
kind as the sneaky
slippers of
slippers.
non-existence. These stealth slippers provide a plus 30 to stealth, except they don't exist and therefore do not work.
And therefore does not provide a bonus.
I am putting bunny slippers in my inventory. We've
Sounds
mentioned them.
good.
We've mentioned them way too many
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
for
I
them
love
not
it.
to be
It's
in
just canon at this point that part of your clothing is you wear bunny slippers to sleep.
there. All right, through the town.
So you guys would like to approach the main gate.
Yes.
So the 6 of you with Ezra approach the main gate, and there's 2 guards kind of standing watch up in these towers, and they kind of see you come up. When a guard shouts over, "You from Morgath?"
Technically,
yes.
that's where we came from.
Then I best suggest you turn around. The city's under siege. It's not safe for travelers right now. And defending it as we can, but there's no guarantee of any safety. I do not
Oh,
know
we
your
don't-
business.
Oh, we don't have to worry about safety.
No,
We
but-
actually need a ship, so we're good.
You need a ship out of Lakeland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the harbor is currently overtaken by some rogues who've decided that they were going to siege the city. So if
Sounds
you're
like
more
a
than willing
great
to
ship
go
to
and
take.
chat with them,
Yeah.
they would like to give you a ship. You may have one, but I don't think they're
Well.
a talking.
Then we shall resolve your quarrel. Let us in.
Give is a strong word on that.
So your reinforcements is what you're saying from the queen.
Well,
Indirectly.
no, but these guys, I'll do the gesture. They sure love killing things. They're big murder
I wouldn't say
fans.
we love killing things. We just do it a lot.
Okay, all right.
The job.
Our
Um,
chicken has business with another chicken, and we must retrieve a chip in a timely fashion so
Not
that
a
he may
chicken.
see his thing
It's
through.
not a chick.
Nothing will stop our friend from completing his quest. Not
but that's
even you.
also true.
That is
That's
is.
That's not a threat. It's just a fact. Just so
I
That's
you know.
just a
apologize,
statement.
as I am
We
ready
have
for
like
battle
5
and
days
my
to go.
game
We have
face
to
is
get
on.
there.
We have to get this. So if you can let us in, we'll deal with whoever's at the docks. You don't have to worry about protecting us. We got it.
If we die, we die.
If they die,
Very
I
dramatic.
plan on living. But yes, correct.
I have been in a haze for days since I learned the truth of my goddess, and I am ready to take my anger out on Dracokin.
All of that is great, except for the race-specific violence.
Yep,
Everything is
that's
Hey,
pretty
great.
rough.
Dracokin here. I am related to many of these people. I prefer if we don't take our anger out on them. They're generally not bad. Oh, by the way, hi, Ezra, attendant to
She's
the
not an
queen
attacker.
here,
Yeah.
as well. If you let us in, I think all of us would very much appreciate it. It's kind of cold out here.
It is not cold, I am comfortable, but ready to fight.
You're also from here, and the rest of us are not.
Touche.
Ezra just kind of looks back to you guys and is like, "Is there an off button on him?"
This
No,
is
he
the
like-
most we've ever heard him speak. I'm going to be
He's
honest
doing
with
it.
you.
He's doing it
He's-
well.
They're
So-
excited.
No.
Can we come in, please,
Yeah,
so our
we
friend
good?
can have an
Are you gonna open the
existential
gate,
crisis?
or
You just kind of the guard after hearing your story, hearing what Ezra said, he's like, "Fine, your
It's-
funeral, I guess." And
whatever?
you can hear them like churning the gate crank, and it slowly slides open. And
Thanks.
as you enter the city, you can see that there's a large plume of smoke that's kind of overtaken the road, and it kind of begins to make your eyes water as burning buildings and the smell of fire kind of begins to salt your nostrils.
Or is our plan still to sneak? Or are we just gonna go head first in and just kind of deal with it?
I mean, I like sneaking to see what's going on first.
And we
That's
can
up to you
move
guys.
twice as fast.
We're in a city now.
We're in a city. He's
I-
quick.
Also, it's like, woo! I tap on a wall and I go, this city has
Yes.
good bones.
Yeah. I know it in and out
I
now.
see how to survive the cold this long.
Yeah.
I
One
understand.
of those cities.
It all makes sense.
As a quick thing about the city, so the cobbled, snow-covered streets of Lakeland are currently empty, beyond a few grouping of soldiers that have taken rest. Most of the townsfolk have been ordered to take refuge in their homes, and some have even started to flee the city proper.
Cool. Well, let's sneak over to where the docks are, see if we can get a handle of how many people are there, and then we'll move from there. If we have to incapacitate them, then that will just be what it is, or we can just see if we can't grab a boat that's abandoned by somebody else who is leaving the town. I mean, obviously they're raised in this area, so maybe there's some boats left over. We can just take one.
I'm gonna try to steal one of them.
Given the situation in Lakeland right now, getting to where the battle is happening doesn't really require much effort from the group. Not even a sneak roll. The soldiers and guards are so occupied with the fact that they are trying to defend this place that they aren't paying too much mind to a small group of travelers and their giant chicken that kind of are wandering towards the battle. Eventually, after a few minutes of walking, you arrive at sort of a town hall looking building, this plaza. There's a frozen fountain in the middle of it, depicting a kind of like sea looking kind of creature, a woman, not really a mermaid, but she looks like she's of the sea. And she holds a what do you call it? Like a trumpet or like a basket or something, and there's water coming out of it, but the weather's so cold currently that it's just like frozen, and all the water in this fountain's frozen. There's a lot of guards surrounding this surrounding this place, this plaza. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the map here, you can kind of see an indication of this plaza. And to the south of where the map's not showing you, there's an incredibly large building that looks to be a town hall of some kind. And the main path that you've been following is currently barricaded off. Like, they've taken all these carts and wagons and they've busted them up and built this giant wooden barricade to kind of block the road off.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. So we need an alternate route.
A guard kind of sees you mulling about in the plaza here and approaches. You're not in uniform, you're not in the city watch, no soldiers, state your business. It's a battle here, it's not a place safe for civilians or giant birds.
I mean, do you normally have giant birds? How would you even know if it's not safe for them?
It's a point taken, but I'm just assuming it's not safe for giant birds. It wouldn't be safe for regular-sized birds, so of the bigger variety, Why are you here?
Trying to make it to the waste.
Yeah, thank you.
We're passing through.
Passing through.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
You realize they've told you, right? You've seen the smoke. You've heard the sounds. You've seen the soldiers. You realize there's a battle going on in the city.
We're
Correct.
very aware. We're on a
We are
time
not
crunch.
bothered by battle.
Yeah,
Yep, we're
we've
good.
had a fair share of fighting.
Which way is fastest to the harbor?
Which way is fastest to the harbor? Well, it depends on how the Jackalkin have situated themselves
that's
amongst the
very
city. It's perhaps it'd be good if you talked to General Skiva. He's the mayor of the town and currently the one leading the operation. He may be able to assist you in getting to the harbor, if that's what you so wish.
It is what we so wish.
We do need a boat.
Where is General Skeever?
He points to the large town hall building that is just to the south of you. That is the headquarters, as you could say, where our garrison is taking place. He should be there planning our counter-offensive, which should be happening here within the next few days once the Queen has sent a glorious battalion of reinforcements to deal with these Jackalkin that have evaded.
All right.
To the town hall.
To the town hall, then, yeah.
I'm gonna talk to the general, I suppose.
So you guys approach the large town hall building. It is, like most of these buildings and the architecture, it's all very like dark wood, hardy builds made to withstand the winter weather, which is almost a constant here in Olin. As you've made your way through the city, the battle sounds themselves have begun to quiet slightly. However, the smoke and fire have grown in intensity. A large collection of soldiers within the town square are now gathering around the town hall, and you kind of have to make your way through them. Inside the town hall, a large table has been set up within the meeting hall. A makeshift map of the city resides upon it, with several items scattered about it representing the current forces within Lakeland, as well as the opposing forces that have laid siege to it. General Skeever, a well-built man, a human, in full chain, leans over the table. There are bags under his eyes that resemble dark pits.
Ooh.
Somebody didn't take his pre-war nap.
Okay, so we'll just walk up and be like, so, which one of you is the person in charge?
It'd be me. General Skeever looks up. Who is addressing me?
Dr. Jamie Lee Watts.
I
This
do not
is-
know the name.
Well, we're
Yeah,
not
I-
from here, so it's not that
Yeah,
surprising.
makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. This is the ace. Azrael, who's not talking right now. It's too cold.
He misses the
Ruma,
sea.
and then this is Sentinel, your TV cartoon pal. and we are looking to get
What?
across the waste.
Excuse me?
Across the waste. Why have you come to Lakeland then? All that resides here now is battle. The waste on the other side of the lake.
I mean, it's not like we knew
Yep.
that when we were coming here.
Yeah, we didn't know about the battle, which seems like it's you guys are doing all right.
We are holding. My men stationed here are 47. 7 of which have been killed in battle.
I'm sorry to
4
hear
which
that.
have been gravely wounded, which if you are a doctor and would be willing to provide service to you. My own doctor, who was assigned to this place, was also killed in the initial attack. And his head currently resides somewhere within the Low District, I believe, considering that all we have left is a headless body.
Yeesh. Okay, well,
Oh,
if you want
sorry.
to show me where the wounded are, we can talk over walking.
Excellent. He indicates to one of the other soldiers, someone who's adorned slightly more than the others. Continue planning the battle in my absence here, and you'll be moving the 2nd Garrison over to the west, and we'll try to take the forces up the front here to the harbors. Come with me. You said your name was Dr. Watts, correct?
Correct.
Excellent. How long have you been a doctor, son?
My whole life.
Excellent. Good. My men are in grievous shape right now. The Dracokin came at night. They came undetected in low boats hidden amongst the glass-like seas without wind. Were able to attack the docks within the calm of the night, both stealthily and with quite favor. So, those who've been wounded have seen quite a bit. He leads you into the back area here in the hall where you see these several, I believe I said 4 that were wounded. And just from initial assessment, Dr. Watts, the wounds are like severed limbs and like body parts being hacked and mangled pretty seriously.
Okay. Well, we're not putting anybody back together, but keep it from being infected, treat the wounds, save what can be saved.
I
Give
will
me
also use
your-
my magic science to help.
Your lay on hands.
Lay on hands and lesser
I-
restoration.
I was gonna say, so lesser restoration's only gonna help you for things like poison and disease.
I just kind of thought like infections, kind of could help get rid of.
And, it might be able to help with infections. That is a disease. Lay on hands, giving its mechanical thing of healing HP probably won't do too much. Though I guess lay on hands also cures poison and disease.
5
at
points, you can
5.
cure diseases and poison.
So
Yep.
you can use it for infection there as well if you run out of spell slots. So Dr. Watts, why don't you go ahead and use your like plus 30 that you have the medicine to see
Yeah.
how
Like
well this
triple
goes. Not that I'm expecting
expertise, max
you- not expecting you to
proficiency.
do
I'm
poorly.
so angry. I got a 14 because I rolled a 2.
Oh.
I'm so
Well-
sick of these dice.
Can
Well,
I,
fortunately-
can I assist Dr. Watts? I turn around my cape and tie it around like a apron, like a medical apron,
nurse
and then I stick on my
Nurse
sailor's cap that I got on our trip.
You did.
And yeah, and I'm ready. I have my hands,
The
well, my
party
wings
hat.
up
Dr.
like
Watts,
this.
Alright.
Nurse Sentinel's reporting for duty. You get advantage on your roll.
There we go.
I rolled another 2. I'm
The odds.
furious.
Ruma pulls some latex gloves out of his bag, and
Oh
he looks
my
at Dr.
God.
Watts and he goes, "Doctor."
Oh man.
Doctor.
I have
Fortunately-
inspiration that I haven't used.
Well, real quick,
And I'll
Dr.
be-
Watts. Fortunately for you, a 14 does succeed on this roll.
Okay.
So you're okay.
Gosh. I'm angry. I only do one thing.
And you do it pretty modestly.
Your-
Yeah, like
this
I
instance.
what's going on?
Dr. Watts, your assessment
Uh.
of the 4 injured is that all of their wounds come from blunt and or bladed instruments that have separated limb from body in some cases or caused huge, gaping holes in others. You can tell that 2 of them have infections starting to form, in which you can treat yourself or you can have Ruma treat them with his spells.
You're muted.
You're muted.
I have lesser restoration because I took it with my repropping. But yeah, I mean,
Artificer.
Yeah, if you want to do it, might as well.
Well, I probably will just use some
The other
lay on
points.
hands. I'll take
Yeah.
10 lay on hand points to do 2 ear greases.
So you've managed to treat 2 of the infections. The others have been fortunate enough. The other 2 have been fortunate enough not to be currently suffering from any infections. They're also the 2 that didn't lose a limb and currently have a bloodied stump that the guards have attempted to wrap relatively poorly to prevent blood loss.
I will
one has lost-
rewrap it.
Yeah, one has lost a leg at the knee joint, so right
Ugh.
where that knee comes together. The other has lost an arm, kind of at the forearm, right about here. They have the arm, if you're interested in it, but it's there.
There's nothing that I could do.
I don't know the mending spell, but can I cast mending on the arm to repair it?
I don't
Just
think, I don't think
Mending
that
does not
works.
work that way.
Just tape it back on. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, just tape it.
Wait,
Staple it.
you know what I could do? You know what I could do?
You
Oh,
could
that's kinda-
enchant the arm.
Make a
I could.
prosthetic.
I could, but then I would only have one less invocation.
I was gonna say you lose an invocation forever. to
That
this
that dude just
unnamed
randomly
guard.
one day his arm just falls off because you've decided I don't need that one anymore. He's had time.
Why
to
do I
figure
even
that out.
have this?
Yeah.
Take my hand! I won't let go, I promise!
Unfortunate.
No.
He said he would never forget! And now we have an enemy for life.
Yeah, he just hates you forever.
He's
You
the
made
big.
me
The real
lose
final
my
boss
arm.
is this random guy, unnamed guard
Guard
Just a
number 3.
guy.
4. So
Alright. Well, cool.
So you're rewrapping their poorly.
Yeah,
dressed
rewrap. I'm giving everybody
full
the
medical.
full medical rocking and rolling.
Alright, so Dr. Watts, you proceed to do your doctoring on these 4 relatively skillfully, and manage to treat up their wounds and bandage them up. Far superior than anyone here could have possibly done. Maybe if the other doctor was not dead, it would have been all right, but he's very dead and incapable.
He's
So
of
dead.
very dead.
He's the
Extra
devil.
dead, if that's a thing.
As General Skeever is watching you do this, and as you perform this, Dr. Watts, he starts saying, "So, you've been sent by the Crown. Your reason for crossing into the Wastes is..."
Nope.
Oh, no, we weren't sent by the crown.
No, it's personal.
No, different thing completely. Though we're happy to help fix these people up, and we will push our way to the docks, but ultimately we need to get a boat to get across.
Oh. You're more than welcome to one of the ships if you can work your way to them. There are about 70 Dracokin that stand between us and the docks as it stands.
Cool. So you're saying we get permission to take one of your guys' ships? How
By
many
all
people
means.
does it take to use?
They're small fishing vessels. With your lot size, you should be able to command it without too much issue.
Cool. Well, once our sailor dethaws, I feel like we'll be okay.
Excellent. You have a seaworthy man. That'll help against the frozen lake. You have to be careful of the ice. It has a tendency to sneak up on you and has been known to rout a ship or 2 in its days.
Like the Titanic.
If I may
The what?
impose upon you strangers, considering you've come with an attendant of the Queen, the Dracokin leader who resides at the harbors and seems to be leading this little push into Lakeland. We have attempted to send an envoy or 2, and they have been gracefully turned away with a few arrows in their back and their lives hanging at a balance. He indicates to one of the ones that you've been working on, Dr. Watts. Poor lad went out yesterday to attempt to talk to them and was driven back within minutes, barely with his life. Ultimately, I would like to end this peacefully. No reason for good blood to be spilled of mine or theirs. The Dracokin are supposed to be allies to the Kingdom of Olin, though they seemingly have forgotten that. If we could end this little exercise of theirs through some banter, through some good jib, I would appreciate it. If you're making your way to the harbors, that is.
I
don't
mean,
have to.
it's weird that shooting envoys in the back isn't considered bad form.
It's immensely bad form. I'm just trying to save the remainder of my 44 men from being slaughtered.
Well, yeah, I mean, if we run into this person, I'm sure they're really happy to talk to us. If they're going to
Well,
be
you-
shooting people.
Have a Dracokin amongst you. Perhaps they'll be a bit friendlier to our human faces. And the giant chicken, maybe they're some
Not a chicken.
Only
thing.
his friends can call him chicken.
Not a chicken.
Guardian fowl, then excuse me. Slang term around here.
Yeah, it's okay. Just. It's not okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just not fun.
It's just not okay.
Yeah.
It's just not okay.
It's
It's
just
okay.
not.
It's just not okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just, horribly offensive.
Well, yeah. Well, I can't promise you that it won't end in bloodshed. Like I told your guard outside, these guys are real big into the killing people.
Again, I don't know. I mean,
Well-
I'm not particularly a fan of it, but if it must be done, it must be done.
They have taken a few of mine, if a few of theirs are taken, blood for blood, I guess. It is the way of the world.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure that was said. Well, yeah, if you want to get us over there, we'll have a conversation.
Attempt to have a conversation.
If you make your way north of here, you'll notice there's a large barricade that's been erected upon the main road. Normally, you'd be able to take that all the way north to the docks. But not only have we erected a barricade, but it seems some of the Dracokin have as well, as they've been taking the city. You can attempt the right or left roads, longer, more winding, little maze-like. The Dracokin have possibly invaded those areas, but they are there for you to use as you see fit. I can't tell you what the best way is to go. You'll need to work that out yourselves.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we can figure it out.
I guess if nothing else, which way were you guys intending to go next?
We were planning on taking the west roads up, so to the right here.
Oh yeah,
Attempting
right.
to
West is this way.
Fight our way north through the barricades, if any are erected, and trying to flank them on the right side. I guess their left side, our right. So, once the Queen sends soldiers to help us, we will be conducting that, but it could be a few days before that happens.
Well, we want to possibly clear the way, or do we want to be a distraction? We could take the other side and see if this fighting is going to continue. At the very least, if we go to the left, they might try to shore that up because people got through. And then your attack on the right would be a little bit easier, and then you can figure out what you're doing with that later, if that needs to happen. Or we can just go to the right and deal with it as we deal with it.
That is good strategy, Darby.
I
I
don't watch
vote
a
we
battle
take the left.
tactician, it's just, I think of it like a game.
That's all it is.
What is your opinion, Sentinel?
Preferably the
I
least fighting,
mean-
the better.
And also
Yeah.
trying to get pumped up for his fight at the altar.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, something else just preparing.
He's
for that
over there with his
big hit he's gonna be
AirPods in, just like.
taking.
There's Rocky style bout.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
it
3 rounds
seems
in a
like
squared octagon.
the less time that we spend here, the better. And to make sure we don't know how the wakes are going to be, anyways. So to not get involved as much as possible would probably be the way I would go.
Plus, if we do not travel with the city guard, we may be able to appear diplomatic.
Well, there's no necessarily to go with the guard, more so just the thought process of what they might think if we slip through.
I
need to
vote
make
we
it
go to
harder.
the left.
Is everyone's HPs on their tokens right? Jamie's was wrong. I think Ruma's yours was wrong.
I fixed both me and Ed.
I've
Yes,
fixed
already.
is
mine.
wrong.
Yeah.
Wow, mine is like super wrong.
Here,
Yeah,
one
Yeah.
sec.
it's
let
like
me try
3 or 4 levels
bringing
behind.
you back in because these might be
Old
that's
tokens, yeah.
that's updated on the because when I build these maps, sometimes they get built out like way in the past, and I add your tokens and they're like old stats.
Oh.
Yeah, like 2-3 levels ago.
Yeah, I had an increase of 1 AC and about 20 health.
Nice.
That sounds about right.
All right,
Alright.
to the left, to the left. Everything we
Everything you
own in a
own
box
in a
to
box
the
to the
left.
left.
General Skeever is kind of giving you guys license to handle this the way that you want. All he cares about is that you speak to the leader of the Dracokin. Ezra will be with you, but per most of our NPC rules, she's not a combatant within this context here. The city is being treated as a dungeon at this point.
Dungeon!
There's dragons too? Oh, this is real
Yes, there are,
D&D.
yes, there are dragons too.
Dungeons and
Yeah,
Dragonkin.
It's
And
Dungeons and
Dracokin,
Dragons
yes.
and Dracokins.
So we will be performing this like any other dungeon. Because of Dr. Watts' city ability, though, you will all get
Oh,
double movement within the city.
I don't
Heck
need
yeah.
but I don't need to die for Asriel.
Dude, I'm so freaking
Yeah,
fast.
Azrael will just follow you guys. He will not get any initiative going forward here, but
I guess before we
He's
get
too
like,
cool.
super
I'm-
started, I will really quickly. I will pop spades out, just pull the deck of cards out, and just kind of fan them out, and then like fold them over into this form.
I'm gonna summon a steed and cast haste on it with the double movement and move 300 feet per turn.
I mean, you could summon a steed technically.
sound-
I
You are a
don't have
paladin.
summon steed prepared.
Yeah.
I didn't
But
think it
if
was
you
gonna be too useful for us.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of.
Although I kind of want
It's-
it because having
I
a
mean-
celestial giant elk to ride
Yes.
in on would be so cool.
That's the thing about summon
Really
seed is you don't take it necessarily because it's like.
let's
useful.
make a little plot device around that,
You know,
Ethan.
you take summon seed so you can summon it in combat and ride on your spectral steed while you're fighting.
See if Darby ever gets summoned steed, which I don't think Warlock's
No,
had.
and
but
it's a
whoever-
paladin exclusive.
It'd be a
spell.
big cat.
It would be a giant cat.
It's a-
Oh, wizard
not
gonna
not
do it.
like a lion or anything,
Oh, yeah,
like a
actually, yeah,
giant
lizards-
domestic
yeah, it's a
house.
giant house.
and like very.
It'd be like Gilda, but
It's a struggle though.
No, it's one of those munchkin cats with the short legs.
Oh,
This stubby
Darby's
little
like,
tail.
go.
I just pictured Darby riding a munchkin cat in the battle. Lilith is just behind him, like holding his shoulders, like "Go get him!" And Darby's got his card.
She's got her hoodie on that just says "I love cats" or whatever.
Yep. That's a shirt. We're gonna have merch, and that's gonna be the first thing that we have. That is
Oh,
a shirt.
cats.
All right. Who's gonna control Azrael going forward here? For the...
I already have control and I have his thing pulled up, so I guess I can just do it.
All right. Darby is going to be controlling him.
Heck.
Everybody, give me dungeon initiative, the straight D20, just to determine movement. and
Plus, I
whatnot.
think I controlled it last time. Oh, that's a straight 19.
That's pretty good.
I got 6.
Yeah, which is good.
Jamie and Sentinel, you're muted again, Jamie.
15, he says.
Sentinel.
Into the mic.
A 12.
Oh my.
All right, so it's Darby, Jamie, Sentinel, and then Ruma taking up the rear like usual. Okay, Darby. The battle and smoke has begun to grow again as the night wears on. At this point, it is getting darker. Since your journey to the city was like an 8-9 hour journey, you are currently into the evening hours here, and given it is always winter here, means it gets dark very quickly. So you are currently lit by torches and the giant flame plume that is kind of on top of some of these buildings.
Our plan was left. If I remember.
Yes, I like left.
So do we want to go hard left or do we want to go close left? Because there are the two.
Hard left.
Hard left.
Okay.
We're gonna go hard, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Going hard to it.
I downloaded Microsoft Paint and I found the option to go hard in it, so that's what we're doing.
Good. everyone would like to move
Hard.
themselves hard left, you may.
I will.
Oh yeah, hard left. I literally heard hard left and then moved us to not hard left.
I'm traveling
Okay.
into the darkness.
Put yourself back.
Yeah, I was
Bad.
going to do a thing that I'm able to do and have not really done very much of, and use my familiar senses. I'm gonna let Spades go out ahead.
Okay.
And just kind of scout
I
ahead
thought
a
you were
little
gonna
bit.
say be good at Dungeons and Dragons, Brendan, but I was wrong.
No. I mean, you could argue that by doing this makes me good at Dungeons and Dragons, and my lack of doing it would make me bad. Therefore, that is a thing you could argue.
You're all good. I'm just giving you.
But
So
I'll go
you're
ahead.
setting Spades.
I'll let Spades kind of go ahead and I'll use it.
So where he is, he's kind of at this building here. These are, I think, what size squares are these? They're 10-foot squares.
10 feet,
just
okay.
saying.
I guess technically I can have him float above because he can fly, so you can just fly above the buildings a little bit,
All right.
scout out a little.
A
Oh.
grouping of Dracokin are kind of holding this area here. They seem to be waiting in ambush, or waiting and hiding for somebody to kind of come this way. If any guard or anything attempt to, make a quick counterattack, they're waiting for them.
Oh, man, they're right on the beans.
Yeah, we're ready to go. I guess I'll let Spades just kind of sit on the rooftop nearby, try to kind of hide a little out of the way so they don't notice him. After seeing that, and then I will relay that we got 5 people.
Give
5
me a
Dracokin.
stealth roll for Spades for hiding.
Yep. Yeah, advantage. Or not advantage. Does he have any proficiencies? He does. He does.
See,
Actually.
I'll give you the assist action by throwing a rock in this corner, Last of Us style, to draw the attention of the clickers away from space.
Would you like to do that, Ruma?
Why not? I'll chuck it over to. I think this is like a building here.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, these are. Yeah, let me reveal some more area. I kind of have this just done up like it's a dungeon with no walls here, but these are all buildings, and I should let everyone see the maps that I've been creating. So
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
No, I was
Yeah,
wondering
look at those shrubs.
why he has proficiency in stealth, and then I remembered he is a tiny creature, and that is why he has proficiency in stealth, and really nothing else.
That's why I have a
What?
deficiency in stealth.
So, Ruma, I want you to give me a dexterity roll for the throw that you're making. Athletics. You make it athletics. You make it athletics, or you can make it just straight dexterity, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my +9 over the +2 on that one.
Yeah, that's
17.
understandable.
So you manage to find a rock, Ruma, a decent sized pebble, and you hurl it, and it strikes the front of this building here, and it kind of causes all of these Dracokin to kind of like pick up and look, and a couple of them actually like are making their way over to like investigate what's going on. Spades may take stealth roll at advantage because of that.
Honestly, probably didn't need it.
But I got
That's
him to
true.
move.
That's
Now he
true.
can
Yeah, but you
sneak
get them to
around.
move a little bit out of the way. That is a dirty 20.
Okay, Spades is. I'll check their passive perceptions. I cannot imagine these guys.
Yeah, over 20.
Over
Turns out they're the
20.
most perceptive.
Yeah, it turns out they
mobs
have
in
like
the
a
Yeah, no.
30 wisdom.
They have not perceived Spades. He is currently hiding up
Okay.
within the kind of shingles and trappings of this building's architecture.
Well, I will inform the party that there are 5 people around the 5 Dracokin right around the corner, kind of waiting, and Ruma has gotten them to basically come up to the corner here if we want to do something about that.
Jamie, you are the one who gets to make that decision.
Oof.
Well,
I mean,
what's
I
the
was
order?
just. Yeah, I don't know. I was probably gonna actually go up and over.
That's fair.
Like, because
You're
I
the
can
only
climb.
one that can do that.
So I was-
Technically, others can climb, but they'll need rolls to do it, and it's a little more complicated.
Yeah. Yeah,
just
so I
wanna
was just
start
gonna
basic
go
city
up
parkour,
here.
but-
Is there enough space between the buildings for Sentinel and I to walk? Mostly Sentinel. He's
So,
Yeah, they're 10
He's
foot
like
squares, so
So because I'm viewing this as a dungeon, they're sort of the dungeon walls. of
gotcha.
this
Okay.
thing, but you are able to go over them.
Okay.
So
I
what
got
I
it.
would
So I'm
say
gonna
is
do
you
this.
you need basically almost a full square, I will say, to get through the building.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I'm gonna
But you
go.
are free to climb them.
Yeah. So how high is it?
These are 2-story buildings. So
So 20.
yeah, roughly.
Okay, so 20, and then I got 25, 30. I'm gonna make a stealth
Yep. Go ahead. I was gonna ask.
roll. Yeah, if I could, thank you. To jump over onto the other thing.
Jamie, because you're
Aha! 23.
kind
Look at
of
that.
more of the area.
Ooh.
23. Yeah, you're more stealthy than Spades are right now.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go over here, and then kind of like just kind of be at the. I don't think I can go that far. 25. So wait, 25, 30. No, 35, 40. Yeah, I can go right up here.
Remember, because of your urchin feet, you're moving double.
Double, but it is
I have
also
80.
10-foot squares, so.
True.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So then there you go. I'm done. I'm gonna sit right here, and then I'm gonna ready an action to like be like, hey, look over here. Something
Okay.
if
Like a distraction.
I'd actually, yeah, I will ready an action to be a distraction should they see someone
All right.
of my party.
Dr. Watts, you're kind of perched there, up there, and monitoring these Chaco-kin as they are kind of investigating this pebble here. This one's moved over, and he kind of picks the rock up, and he looks over at his guys. He's like, "Who threw the rock?"
And I can't
Sentinel.
believe Ruma threw a Drangle coin for a distraction. That's gonna be worth a lot of money someday.
True.
Sentinel wants to spend all the time retrieving the Drangle coin.
I like how he
Just
makes
start selling
counterfeit
Drangle coin to
currency.
this guy that he picked up.
Oh, I see you found Drago coin.
I
It's
see
a
you found a
great thing
Drago
for you to get
coin.
into.
Yeah.
And we bore them to death with our multi-level marketing scheme centered on cryptocurrency.
The blockchain, the magic
It's all about the
chain.
blockchain. You gotta get in now. That's when it's the cheapest. It's gonna go up in price real fast. Don't worry about it. We even got Meepo on it.
Meepo got you on it.
But,
True.
Yeah.
I mean, we gave him the idea.
His
Yeah.
snappy Meepo.
So are they distracted in any type, like...
So, yeah, this guy, I mean, he just picked up the rock and they're kind of all, like, interested. I mean, if a giant chicken charged at them, they would notice you. Unless you could...
Or would they?
Stealth roll. But, you do have Dr. Watts's reactionary distraction, which could assist you here, depending on what you choose to do.
What are you trying to do?
To get past them. I mean, yeah, that's...
I
but
could I don't have anything. I have sending. Seems like a waste of a spell. Wait, no, I don't have sending. Never mind.
I still think there's merit in pretending to be diplomatic and just telling them we're here to steal a boat from the city.
Okay.
Yeah,
Something
like,
like
so we're treating this like we're about to enter combat, but thinking that
Yeah, we don't have to.
have to fight them. We're not here to
10, 20,
the
30,
fight
40,
necessarily.
60, 70. Yeah, I can get up there. So,
So Dino just walks.
You
right
found
where
my
you-
Drangle coin.
where you
Yeah.
got- where you-
did he actually throw Drangle coin?
It
was a rock.
Oh,
Just a rock. Just some.
Right.
But
random
it's-
it's not marked with Drangle coin.
No.
no, it could be though.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
mark it.
okay. I'm gonna mine Drangle coin, and I'm gonna take out a knife from my pocket and ask if I can see his rock.
So a giant chicken walks up to you holding a knife and goes, "Can I see that?"
Would you like to make more money on the blockchain?
Would you like to make
Rich
more money?
giant chicken? Yes, you can.
That is some
Winter City
D&D.
Heights!
That is straight D&D.
That is the most D&D thing to have someone do ever.
All right.
So
We have a
Sentinel,
good time
you
here.
just walk up to these guys. They see you since you're not trying to be sneaky or anything, and
Yeah.
they kind of just look at the giant bird that is approaching them, and they do not brandish their weapons.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's good.
Now, there are 5 of them here. The one in the center appears to be adorned slightly in nicer armor. He seems to be more of a commander compared to the other ones, which seem just to be standard soldiers. He kind of
Mhm.
steps up, taking the place of this guy. Oh, Faber, guardian fowl of our land. You have come to Lakeland. Pray tell for what?
We need a boat. We met a sort of wandering guardian fowl of these parts,
Sir
and
Ambrose.
yeah, and he wants us to meet him.
Where? What would you need a boat for to meet him? He wanders these parts.
He's across the waste at is it the tomb or is it
Altar.
altar?
It's the sanctuary of the garden.
Yeah, the sanctuary of the garden fowl. But people don't really know, right, of the sanctuary.
It is known that it's there, but because of its location across the waste, people don't generally make the trip out there to see it. It's
Gotcha.
kind of one of those like known ruins that remains a mystery just due to the treachery to get to it.
Yeah. So, I mean, any assistance that you have, if you know of a boat or some sort of vessel that may assist us in getting there, that would be greatly appreciated. In return, I could have you join in this new currency called Drink Coin. And I pull out a couple from my pocket.
They kind
This
of
is the best thing.
peer down at the rocks that you've drawn out, Sentinel, with the weird symbols that people carved down there. They all just kind of look at each other, and the leader goes, "You're trying to tell me these rocks are currency of some kind?"
Yeah, backed by the very famous Drangler, Meepo.
Oh, Meepo! Oh, the great hero of our people, the slayer of
way.
Akatosh the Defiler.
No fucking.
Yeah,
would
that very Meepo.
They would.
As a reminder for you all, remember, Meepo told you that you went back in time,
Yep.
met up with Ezra, and killed the last dragon in Elyssia, Arkatosh the Defiler, the ancient white dragon, and is famous because of it.
Yep. That's why he's famous.
Well, this is a Meepo thing. He's doing this now. He's not doing the drangling anymore.
Yeah, I think he's diversifying his
No, he's still trying.
portfolio in his life. But yeah, he does strangle here and there.
The Draco kid that picked the rock up just hands it to you.
And I ask him to hold one of my Draco coins so I can look at it as I carve into it and hand it back to him.
Give me a performance roll. Is that even the best roll for that? I have no idea. Give me a performance. You're
For
performing the carve.
counterfeiting, probably.
Oh, it was on
Sleight of hand,
18.
maybe?
Yeah, it'd be one of
Okay,
those two.
yeah, that would be great. Let me roll
Sure.
sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
16.
There you go.
Wow, Sentinel.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty good.
in your beak, you just have this dagger, and you're just kind of like chiseling this stone out real quick. And when you're done, it's almost a direct replica of the dumb little symbol that Meepo drew on the rock.
Perfect. I hand it back to him and tell him you are on the ground floor of the next big currency in Elyssia.
What is this thing worth, sir?
Yeah, how many Draco coins?
The value changes by day.
Yeah, that is
That's the
true.
whole thing. Is it changes by
It's
how many people own it.
exponential.
It changes
Yeah.
by like hour, probably.
Yeah, it's only going up. You know,
It's
from here.
Don't ever give them a description of how much it's worth because it's never true.
I would like
Just-
to point out
it's only
that-
going up.
I took over an actual criminal organization, and I've done less crime
Yep.
than Sentinel has in 2 minutes.
Sentinel of all people has now scammed somebody into
He's scamming people.
Sentinel doesn't even understand that he's counterfeiting
Yeah.
currency that doesn't even
Yeah,
exist. He
exactly.
genuinely
Yeah.
is like, this is the move.
Frauding
Yeah.
people out of their money
Yep.
right away.
Oh yeah, no. Darby did it with the intent of scamming people. Sentinel's just trying
That's
to get
so
more
funny.
people in on it.
Yeah, I'm not exchanging goods or services of any
No,
kind.
he just wants more people to join in on Meepo's thing, you know?
Uh,
I'm gonna love when we epilogue this campaign and Drango coins become the
The new
the
currency.
main currency of
Yeah.
Elyssia, and Meepo and Sentinel are like multi-trillionaires. Just
This
running
just
out
like
across
bottle
the-
caps and
and this
Fallout.
random
Yeah.
stupid
Yep.
Draco kid are just like filthy, stupid rich.
Yeah, they just make it happen.
Oh, well, you know, some days you're the hero, and then you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
And that's
Yeah.
exactly what we're talking about.
Yep, Sentinel has committed more crime than half this party.
So the leader of this small group of Dracokin, you know, after you've carved this stone for this other one, goes, "So you require a boat, then? Our leader has obtained the harbor and currently has access to the ships. If it is for a guardian fowl, I believe he could be convinced to give you passage."
That would be phenomenal. Thank you.
"Well, come then. I will introduce you to some of our forces in the back, and I will get you a ship."
As we all just come out of hiding the posts.
Sentinel! We're still here! We got
Yeah,
you gotta get us in on this!
turn around, give everybody a good wing up, and I turn to him as we're walking again. And I say, "To be honest, I really thought you guys were gonna try to stab me, but I'm very thankful that you didn't."
Seeing that a demon folk, and a half elf, a Goliath have all popped out of hiding, the Dracokin is significantly more concerned, and they kind of reassume their defensive stance. "Who are all of these people?"
We're with him?
Oh, we
yeah,
travel with Sentinel.
Yes.
"Goliaths are long alliances to the Kingdom of Olin. You're telling me that you've aligned yourself with one of them.
No.
No, I mean none of us are from
Then why
Olin.
is he with you?"
So, we're also with, I'll point to the only other person still hiding Estra way in the back. We're also with her, and she's also a Dracokin. So,
A lapdog to the queen.
yes, but I mean, it is still one of your people.
This was going so well.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it can only go so well when you scam people. I mean, when you give people a new currency.
What is
Only
your
going
name,
on.
God Fowl?
Say that again.
What is your name, Guardian Fowl?
My name is Sentinel.
Ah!
Oh.
Did he say the name?
Yep.
You heard that right. He said the name. I'd do best for you to turn around there, Foul One. You're not permitted in these parts.
Foul name. I mean, I know his cape is quite the
Oh,
experience.
it's immensely smelly. My eyes have been watering under this helmet. for the
How
last 10
dare
minutes.
they?
No
You could
offense,
use
Dr.
it.
Watts, wherever
use
you
it
may
after
be,
6 months.
but
How dare they?
no reason
is
to
what
call
I'll
him
say.
foul over that. He hasn't even done anything.
But he's a guardian fowl.
That... I'm just not even
Wait.
going to comment on that.
So, for real? Like,
I thought you guys were hitting it off, you know? Seemed like great friends.
We will give no quarter to the false one.
He's
false
very
one?
much a chicken to me.
They draw their blades.
Okay.
I suggest you
This is-
return the way you came.
Now, Sentinel and I are obviously towering over this guy, right?
Yeah, they're, I mean, not short, but they're not like as tall as
I'm
you
gonna
guys.
take a step up and just be like, I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna look at my full Mithril +1 plate armor. I'm gonna look at the massive Sentinel. I'm gonna look at our murderous pirate and gambling addict that shoots laser beams from his deck of cards. And be like, do you really want to do it this way?
What do we really need to do
Because
that?
I am thirsting for battle.
Give me an intimidate roll.
Uh, 25.
The
Paladin,
Dracokin
baby.
leader kind of turns and looks at the rest of his group and is like, "Well, I mean, the rumor about, you know, the foul one is, it's a rumor, it's an old tale. maybe he's not that. Does everyone think about that? And everyone's just like, yeah, well, I mean, it's a story. And they kind of all just step to the sides. And they're just like, how about we have no quarrel here and you may continue on, but we will not assist you, for our own safety.
That's
Smart
probably
decision.
fair.
And I'll give him a wink and just start walking back.
Dr. Watson, you can yell out, hey, over here. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, over here!
I don't need to. It worked out really well.
You know, I like how it works so well when you do it, but for some reason, whenever Dr. Watts tells people it's not going to go well, it just never seems to work.
Because they don't believe me, because I'm not trying to lie to them. I'm trying to appeal to them.
Well, he
Very
certainly
different
appealed to them in
things.
some way, that's for sure.
Anyway, I'm
Alright.
going to wait till everybody gets by,
Sure.
because these people shoot people in the back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wait.
Not a bad idea.
We can
So
try.
as everyone's kind of going by there, Dr. Watts, you're keeping a close eye on these Dracokin there, and Ruma's threat has seemingly more or less set them straight. They are not doing anything to the party.
Cool. I'm going to be like,
Hey, over here!
Over here!
I'm going to come down and then just kind of like meet them over here. Just be like, yep, I was there the whole time.
They see Dr. Watts like a spider just climbing upside down the building.
Just crawling down like Spider-Man.
you just hear the Dracokin leader be like, "What in the brother's name is up with the people coming through this place right now?"
He
I
said the
mean-
brother.
All right,
Now-
Ruma, you are next for the
You gotta
exploration
be a
after
certain kind of crazy to walk into a town actively under siege and just be like, yeah, I need a boat.
At this point,
Yeah.
I feel like we're kind of fearless.
Yeah, we've been
we're
through
a
so much
different
at this
breed.
point. We're like, we don't care.
I mean, you technically fought a god, so
yeah, this is Tuesday.
We are a different group of people.
It's only Monday. Can I see what is ahead of us a little bit there?
yes,
Dean?
allow me to reveal. Actually, let me reveal a little bit more over here too.
Dun, 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 dun,
There's a
dun,
house.
dun, 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 dun. Well, we don't know. It could be a store.
That's true.
Kind of is
There's a
big.
building.
Whoa!
There's a big building.
That building's bigger than most buildings.
Yeah,
It almost
It's,
looks
important.
like a big building.
it's electric. Wookie, wookie, wookie.
It's electric.
Alright, I guess I will walk up to this fork in the road and, well, right before it and kind of peek my head out and look left and right.
Remember, kids, always look both ways before you cross the street.
And then I'll look left again because that's what you're supposed to do when you cross the street.
Left, right, left.
In America,
So
if you
the
drive in a
road-
wrong country,
We'll
So the way
probably
around.
right, left, right.
The road.
In a wrong country.
There is some Dracokin to your left, Ruma. If I could get this pretty good thing to reveal. And there is more path up this way, and obviously more path up this way.
alright, without saying a word, I'm just going to do this motion to the group behind me. I'm going to go,
You pick up any of
None
that?
of you know what that means.
You pick up on any of that, Dr. Moss?
No.
That seems more your territory, if I'm being honest.
I literally disassociated. I do not know what has happened in the last 5 seconds.
alright,
So you're gonna
so
have to say that again.
I went up to this corner and I looked right and I went,
Just made a bunch of hand signs.
Oh, well, I mean, sure. I probably understood what that means if it was anything. If Ruma was just moving his hands around, I'd be like, that's not how you do it.
I feel like
At
if
all.
anybody knew combat hand signals, it would be Room.
Well, that's not how you do it. That's
fair.
I've sneaked into many a building and used
Alright,
many a
I don't
thing.
know. I don't know the criminal handshakes.
Well,
No, you don't. It's clear you don't.
Yeah.
Okay,
Never
I
seen
know all
anything
four,
the
like that in
hand.
four
my
guys
life.
over there.
Okay.
All right.
Four
You could have just.
Draco kid.
You could have just said that.
Okay, so
Trying
there's
to
4
be
guys
stealthy.
over there.
That's fair.
So are we gonna? We can go the opposite direction. We know that the docks are at the other end, right?
All the way to the
Yes.
north.
And if you actually scroll to the very top, you can it's
you
lit
can
up, so you
see
can
the
actually
dock.
see where the docks are.
Yeah, we got a ways through this town. Big town.
So maybe we go left and try to get around them.
Yes.
You know there's
I
guys
can-
there.
I can quarterback a rock, high arc style. Let's see. Ruma could probably throw a rock 120 feet.
This would be
Yeah.
great to have a free silent image whenever I want. But
Yeah, but
that is
I
a different guy.
don't have that either. I do have Mage Hand. But
Rumi, you are able to allow people to do other things on your turn if the group believes it would be.
or actually, I also know Prestidigitation.
How do we go left without them seeing us?
We're going to need to. I mean, assuming they're facing this way, we need them to not be facing this way.
Yes.
Any form of distraction or diversion. I mean, if we really want to, spades is pretty quick.
Mm.
And honestly, even if spades is slain by them, it's not like I can't just bring him back later.
Or spades.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, sounds like a plan.
Used and abused.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Rumor, are you gonna let Darby use spades to make a distraction or do something?
Yeah.
All right.
How do I want to go about I guess I'll have spades come up to these rooftops and then just kind of flutter by over this way.
1 sec. As you flutter, you get a little more room here, as well as what is kind of over here, which is another large barricade that seemingly has been erected from fragments of wood, doors, windowsills, and more parts. Are you trying to have Spades be noticed, or is he being sneaky?
Yeah, well, I guess knowing that there's really nothing over here. Once he comes up, he'll probably see that. He'll kind of try to sneak over to this building and try to make a distraction up over in this area instead.
Give me a stealth roll for the initial sneak.
Okay.
All right. Real question.
Initial
Does,
sneak.
Does
That is
spades-
a 12.
does spades poop? Because you could have spades poop on one of their heads like bird style, and that'll really cause a distraction.
He's waiting.
I would assume not.
Fair.
I don't know if familiars are technically real creatures. Or if
They
it's
are
just-
spirits.
Yeah, because it's technically just like a thing.
It's your familiar, Darby. If you want it to poop, it can poop.
Well, it is made out of playing cards, so I don't know how it would accomplish that.
It just shits ace of spades.
Or maybe it's just smaller
Or
cards,
poker
or they're
chips.
Uno cards.
It's a-
Uno
Uno
card.
I was thinking
You just
dice,
came with the draw
actually.
4. Oh, a dice. That'd
It
be
just
funny.
drops d6s out.
The guards just start playing
So-
D&D.
You did roll you said a 12,
Yeah, it
Darby.
was a 12.
All 4 of them notice it. So I'm gonna need a initiative roll from just spades. Unless the rest of the party would like to get involved, noticing that the spades has been had.
That is what spades is. Oh, no, I think that's a 17 on spades.
For if you'd like, Brendan, you can just add it into Darby's thing since you
Oh.
technically go on the same
Okay.
turn.
I do not. Spades is his own initiative. to me.
Oh well, fuck me then.
Yes,
Yeah.
Find Familiar is from the player's handbook
Alright.
before they decided to make summons actually be usable.
There you go. Now he's in there
Yeah.
for you.
I'll set myself to 0 here.
Or I just say or.
Ooh, wow.
Or
That's
And-
it. That's the whole thought.
That's it. That's all I got for you.
That's all I have. I didn't have anything after. I just wanted to say something.
I'm trying to help. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Who's trying
Spades
to-
is
Let's
very
see what
fast.
order is. What is? Ooh, I think we have a tie. What is Spade's dex?
15.
Spades will go before.
Wow.
Nice.
So
Well,
these guys
okay.
they see this thing and kind of fluttering over there. And it's you know, they're not hostile to you immediately because they don't know what you are, but they've definitely taken note of it and they notice it's not like a bird. It's something
Yeah, it's
pink and fairy dragon like.
With cards.
made out of
Cards.
playing cards. Oh, they might not have noticed
I don't
playing
know.
cards.
Is Spades actually pink? I know his picture's pink, but is he pink?
No, just playing cards, so white with like accents of red and black.
Okay,
That's how I've always envisioned it.
that is the way we will all vision it.
I always pictured him as the axolotl with wings.
I mean, that's what the image is, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know where I would find a picture of a dragon made out of playing cards.
You gotta go to Reddit.
Yeah,
and
I-
find one.
Yeah, I guess Spades will kind of just come over here on this rooftop, and then, barring whatever's in front of him, potentially.
Oh sweet.
Oh, more dudes.
Find more barricades.
Kind of.
And Spades can kind of see through the barricade because I believe you guys can see each other's senses, right?
I can use an action to use his senses.
Okay, well, I'll just assume that you're doing that then to make this easy. You
Yeah.
can actually see two wizard-like Dracokin that are standing
Oh, that's not
like
good.
other
through
side
the
of
barricade,
Ooh, fun.
but they don't notice Spades. What else is he doing?
He's gonna come down, just kind of flutter there. I believe he can communicate telepathically with things.
Ooh.
Wanted to see any creature within 100 feet, though it is only simple ideas or emotions.
Okay.
So I will just have it communicate with, just kind of give like the simple idea of, I guess enemy is a pretty simple idea.
And it's enemy.
Yeah, and then he'll just kind of
Okay.
keep fluttering up over to this rooftop.
All right, is that its action?
I believe that was 60.
Wait, did he communicate to you, enemy, or did he communicate to those guys, enemy?
He's Spades is communicating to them, because Spades
Oh,
can
okay.
do that. He can.
Also, too, Darby, since he was up top here, I don't think he can quite go that far because he would, on your turn, he would have to come out and flutter down
Oh,
and
that's
then
true,
flutter up.
yeah.
I don't know if his fly is.
He's got
capable.
60 feet of flight. I mean, he
So
technically
they're-
hasn't
they're
used an
20 feet.
action.
They're 20 feet up. Yeah, so he could dash.
And he hasn't actually used an action, so he'll dash and just get a little bit, just kind of get up to this one, and
Okay.
just kind of make noises, though he can't actually speak.
So because you telepathically communicated that this thing is an enemy to these Dracokin, it kind of steps up and it looks over at his compatriots and it's like, "What the fuck do you think it is?" I don't know. It's a thing with wings. I'm gonna shoot it. He pulls out a crayon crossbow and he's gonna take a shot at it.
Does
What is that?
Spades-
I don't know. Kill it.
Does it have
Yeah,
this?
it's a disadvantage because of where you are. So
Okay.
yeah. All right, that was a 12. 16.
That does hit.
All right.
I
I will need a
said-
con saving throw from it. Can it be
Uh,
poisoned? Before I even ask.
Let me check. Do I have resistances or immunities?
Or immunity.
I'm still
Nope.
actually gonna need the con save anyways. So
None of that on this one. It's the
All right.
bouncer that has all
No.
that fun
so it's taking 8 damage from the hand crossbow.
It might not even matter. But I guess I'll do the save and I'll use my reaction, Darby's reaction, to give Spades resistance. So he only takes 4 from that. And then the con save is a big old 8.
So it has failed, and it has
I
failed
assumed.
by 5, so it immediately falls unconscious.
Ooh.
Ooh, Spades is unconscious on a
So you
rooftop.
just see Spades drops and hits the roof of the building.
Or Spades.
Yeah, poor Spades.
Sebastian would never. Just throw that out there.
these Dracokin have kind of all moved their way over there. The one is trying to like climb his way up there, and Darby, you can kind of see, or as you guys are peering, you can kind of see this guy making his way up to the building. He just grabs spades off of it. He's like, "Well, look, it's like a little cardboard. It flaps its wings. Look."
Now is the time we move. But we gotta go fast.
All right. Voodoo.
Got a blast.
And then
So you guys just well, real quick before you sprint that, unless you're just running.
I mean, we gotta get
No.
around.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be stealthy.
I guess that's true, but we don't. I'm assuming we don't have that much time before they turn around and see us.
Yes.
Because you
Stealth
saw
run.
a bunch of these guys.
Oh,
Maybe we go this way.
I was like, maybe.
That's a
maybe hold off
barricade.
before
Yeah, we can climb over or through barricades.
You can.
We
It will
just-
just take time.
let's do
Yeah,
that.
it's just meant to slow people down. It's not moving
Oh.
around.
Shit. All right. Bye.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to bother you there.
So let me remove these guys from the order real quick, since they are currently distracted by the unconscious body of Spades.
Thankfully, I can just use an action at any point in time to send him to the pocket dimension.
he
He's
disappears.
back in his.
Into
No, he
the
just goes
shadow
back
realm.
into this little box of cards.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how the cards just come flying back into my pouch. Is always how I.
Should we try this barricade?
Should we try the barricade maybe?
I mean,
Well,
I feel like
no.
we're gonna have to fight anyway.
Yeah, I don't
Real
think we can do
quick,
that.
because I did hear that Dr. Watts wanted to do this stealthily, and I want to give him that option here.
Yes.
Unless the whole party is just like F it and just charging down this road here.
I've been sneaking this whole time.
You've been sneaky, so give me a
That's
stealth.
what I'm
roll,
trying to be
Dr.
sneaky.
Watts.
Here we go.
We're thankful.
19.
I'm sorry, what?
19.
19.
19. So, Dr. Watts, you
Very good.
are stealthy. I would recommend that Azrael, Sentinel, and Darby move themselves, because technically it is Jamie's time to go here, and you may move back here, and we will say that you have not all charged to the road
Yeah.
and attracted the host of Dracokin. So, Dr. Watts,
I
you may
see.
commence.
I see. Is this and this door is closed? Like this building is locked?
Yeah, the buildings are generally locked. I mean, they're homes of people. This looks like a store, but it is currently locked.
Oh, if it's a store, I want to pick the lock, and then we can go through to the other side.
Sounds good. Give me a sleight of hand for the lockpicking.
There we go. This is what I'm good at. That's a 26.
Whoa!
Hey.
The door pops open without any issue, Dr. Watts.
Sweet. I'm gonna be like, all right, everybody, let's get in here and see if there's a way out the back.
Okay.
So I just want to be inside this house.
So Dr. Watts, as you enter into this store, it appears to be a tailor or clothing shop of some kind. They have all manner of warm and fancy garments for men and women and children that are placed upon mannequins, though it appears in the mad dash of the owners attempting to leave, some of them have been knocked over and scattered along the floor.
I will
Oh,
pick up
okay.
some of the fallen over mannequins and reposition them.
Ruma repositions the mannequins and redresses them. They're very
Cool.
fancy looking.
Very fancy stuff. This sounds like a really cool place. Is there a back door?
There's, if you kind of work your way through the shop, there seems to be a back store entrance, right about. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Right about here.
Cool. I'm gonna make my way over there and look outside.
Okay.
Quietly.
That is what you see. There's another barricade there that has been erected.
Damn. Okay.
But, and I will say this, the Dracokin are facing south, not north. So, their backs would be to you.
Okay. So, Well, what do you guys want to do?
I guess now is probably a good time to note. I'm gonna let everyone else go in first, and then I will do my action to dismiss spades back to just all the cards just flutter into my pocket. I'll just
all the
dip into the
cards
building
will
immediately.
all the cards
Okay.
will show our location.
Yeah, well, technically he just gets
Wow.
pooped into a pocket dimension.
So the Dracokin are holding spades, and they're kind of like playing with it. They're flapping his wings. They're, making him do puppet things and stuff. And then all of a sudden, Darby, you just kind of snap your fingers, and it just poofs, and all the cards
All the
swirl
cards
and
just
flutter up
drop.
into the air and return to your realm. And they're just like, "What happened to it? It's gone!" They're all freaking out now as spades has disappeared.
I prefer the
away.
visual of they're playing with it, and then all of a sudden it just falls into a pile of 52, and now they get to play
However
a
you want
fun.
it to happen.
Now they get to play a fun game of 52 pickup.
I like to think that these guards here are just watching it all go down.
Which ones?
The ones like right south of the guys that were playing with
Oh yeah, these guys
guards
are
are just
like,
seeing them play with this
these
weird bird
dumb
thing.
idiots just doing
Yeah.
nothing.
and they're just like,
What do they do? All right. That's on their side of the barricade.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Dr. Watts, you are you're still going. You're moving.
What do I see over here?
Sure.
This
Out
is
the
the
door.
building.
Let me reveal a little more because that is an excellent question. Sometimes I forget I can see things that you cannot, so I appreciate when you let me know.
Yes, across the street. What is there?
Across Dewey.
Another large shop of some kind.
Oh.
Maybe
And
we can go shop to shop.
a little more road.
I mean, yeah, going
Oof.
through buildings might be safer than going through the roads.
What kind of building is this?
It's another shop of some kind. This is a wall. The front door appears to be or a back door appears to be here.
Oh,
while the entrance
Okay,
to
so
the
it's on
shop
the other side
Other
of
side
the
is
of the
barricade.
barricade.
correct.
We don't quite
So-
know what's over there.
I say we stealthily walk past these guys.
I'm the stealthiest.
I think we go this
Room is-
way.
I don't
Awesome
remember. Didn't you
disadvantage.
attune to the boots of Elvenflame?
I don't have
feel like
disadvantage
we
on
go-
stealth anymore though, because of the mithril armor.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot
I
about
forgot
that.
you have mithril armor now.
I completely forgot that that's a property of that.
Yeah, I'm stacked. I mean, I still have a +2 to stealth, so it's not great.
At least it's not disadvantage. The ka-chunk
Plus
of
2
plate
with
mail.
disadvantage. Yeah, no bueno.
Yeah.
I love I intended this to be this giant like battle dungeon, and you guys are just Metal Gear Soliding your way through it, and it maybe just brings me right.
Snake! Snake! Snake!
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna try and sneak past them to get over here.
Because their backs are to you,
Okay,
Dr.
do it
West,
on
you
the
get
fire.
advantage on this, as anyone else who sneaks past them.
Gonna try to sneak past
I
these
guess
guys.
now is probably a good time to question, since I have boots of elven kind, I don't make noise when I walk.
Then you will also have advantage on stealth.
Because
Yay!
I always get advantage when it comes to sound-based stealthing.
I love
21.
I just keep
Dr.
forgetting
Watts,
that I even have them.
You managed to sneak by just fine. Actually, you can move yourself up another 1 or 2 if you want.
Yay! I'm over here.
I'll reveal a little more here.
I'll look at Sentinel and I'll be like, "Are you going to try to sneak, my friend?
Yeah.
Then I will as well." Oh, okay, 15, not bad.
Ruma, you may move yourself. You've managed to successfully sneak by the Dracokin.
I'm the sneakiest Goliath in plate armor you've ever seen.
All right, we've got 3 more. Our other rogue who shouldn't have too much trouble.
Oh yeah. Let me go
Person with
pull up
sneaky
his
shoes
character
and
sheet.
the giant chicken.
Oh man, he's got
Gotcha.
a plus 13. Oh jeez. Wish I had a plus 13.
Sneaky boy.
It's very sneaky. And that's a 24 for Azrael.
Azrael super succeeds. He can
Yeah, I'm not,
go over
not
and hang out with
surprised
the
by
cool
that.
sneaky kids.
In the lead.
All right, Darby and Sentinel, who wants to go next?
I have rolled a 12.
No!
A good solid 12.
Meets it, beats
Beats
it.
it.
Yeah, go next to that.
Okay. That's great too, because I rolled before I rolled for Azrael with my advantage, and I also got a 12.
Well, you both make your sweet little patooties across. Luckily, there weren't any of the elites. They would have noticed you. These are all just the normal bros.
The scrubs.
The
Like
screw.
goons.
You guys suck
Which-
at raising the
Yeah.
city.
They're they're the bottom level. Once they get in at the higher levels, they'll have a better.
If anyone is interested, there are actually 70 enemy pawns on this map right now.
Oh my gosh.
I figured you
Right.
weren't exaggerating when you said that.
That sounds.
I'm
That
glad.
sounds like some great stat padding.
I was about to say we
anyone.
could pad our stats so hard.
70 is a lot.
All the XP.
Let me think
I'm
here.
telling you right now,
Well,
we are killing the game.
we're at
I like
it.
382 kills. 70 is a pretty
Thank God
good.
for
chunk.
milestone leveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just power level up to like 15 or 20 or
Yeah, most of these guys I don't think would give you too much experience
true.
points at your current level. So that was Jamie. He got you through the house with the stealth roll. Sentinel, you're next.
Alrighty. Well, I will.
Dang, yeah. If we fought and killed literally all of these enemies, that would only make that would make up 15% of the total.
It's a guy.
That's a lot. It is a guy. A
No.
dude.
There's another. Oh, there's a guy over here.
It's just
Well,
the
you-
one lonely guy.
There's just one guy.
Where there's one guy, there's probably another guy.
Well, I mean, there's like 6 dudes below us.
That's true.
And if there's that one guy and he's making too much noise, who's to say those 6 won't hear it?
If I go over there, it would be one less lonely guy.
Ooh.
I don't think he's lonely.
Well, in some respect, I'm sure that's exactly.
You don't
what
know
would
that.
be the case.
And it's time to check in on your friends.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a lot of friends.
The Elyssia
have to.
stream says,
Check
check
in
in
on
on your friends. Okay. I'm going to head up
I will need,
north.
unless you wish to be seen by this guy, you will
No,
need to
I'm-
stealth roll.
I'm gonna be stealthy.
Oh boy, here comes the big check.
I'm going to say it out loud, and it is truth. 22.
Ooh.
Oh
No,
wow! Hell yeah!
Sneaks his booty across the. You just watch this giant chicken just start sauntering, and this dude's like picking his nose or something, and just like looking at the boogie, and it's just like,
Would you
I
look at
made
that?
that. And
Just
Sentinel just
guys to look
chucks
like
himself.
human guys, but you're not a man. You're a chicken. Boo.
So Sentinel, you managed to make it across. Let me reveal some more areas.
Heck yeah.
Army.
Yeah, just an entire battalion of.
Yeah, it's the rest of all of his friends.
Ancient red dragon.
There you go.
Nice.
Ancient red dragon. That'd be such a bummer. It's just Fredrickson.
I'm back.
You just turn the corner. Hey, what up, guys?
I know you beat my ass into other.
You kind of messed me up earlier, but I'm back.
I'm back for round 2.
Heard you guys own an inn. Do you have the Dita lying around anywhere?
you guys want to move that into a town? It's called New Barovia.
Yeah.
You could
go
open
in.
up.
You could
We could open up another place.
Get a
We
third
have
door
one
on
place.
that.
Be like,
Triple
sorry,
door
we kind of moved on and we got another dragon.
Yeah, we kind of already have a dragon staying at our place. We don't need 2. He's already taking up a whole corner by himself, and it just keeps expanding. I'm sure by the time
We
we get
really
back, it'll
need-
be half the inn.
We do need to do something about that.
we need to just build him his own little hut, like in the back somewhere.
Little mother-in-law suite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he is a menace.
So Sentinel,
It's story stuff.
you kind of see this another long path. There is another shop here of some kind, and there's this large, almost like longhouse style building that seems to divide the sections of the town or the city, I should say.
Cool. Cool. That's closer to that guy. So, but we've had good luck with buildings. I'm gonna signal to the rest of the party to head up towards me.
All right, I'll need stealth rolls from the lot of you if you're going to make your way towards Sentinel.
Oh boy.
Well, I would say Darby, technically the guy's kind of more or less looking in the general direction you're going, so you will just have regular stealth since it's not just sound related.
Yeah, it's official. So 2 dice. I'll just...
Wow, I got a
One is
19.
me, one is Azriel.
That succeeds. Ruma,
Dude,
you may continue moving on.
We're some sneaky big guys tonight, Nick.
Oh.
Yeah. You know,
So I
maybe we
nat
should have
20
luck on our
for a
side here.
24.
I'm gonna multi-class in the rogue after this now.
A rogue paladin.
You don't even need it. You're so good.
I mean, think about that though. Rogue paladin, right? You know, you get
Get
You
the-
get the fact that you
yeah.
can smite.
yeah, you get your smite sneak, you crit. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
over.
ridiculous.
Smite sneak.
Yeah,
Smite
If he
sneak.
just-
yeah, your smite sneak.
Disgusting.
Well, I got a 25.
Yeah, I got a 24, so I'm assuming that's.
Jamie, you are also able to make your way across, and we
Probably
just see Azrael now with his plus 13.
It
I
is
don't.
plus 13. I rolled an 8 on the die. That's a 21.
He's good.
All right, he makes it through. Actually, I don't think on these guys Azrael can fail because there's no crit fails on ability
Yeah.
checks, and I believe it meets it beats it. He can't lose even with
He's
a
a
one
plus
against these.
13. Lowest he
these
rolls is a
guys.
14.
All right, so you've made your way up there. Sentinel, what was your
Wild.
idea? Where were you planning on heading?
I was gonna ask Jamie if there's a way that he can get us into that longhouse and see if
What
we can
longhouse?
see
Oh,
the
wait a
straight
minute.
ahead.
Yeah, like
This longhouse.
yeah, like the center of the area here. Not,
Oh,
not
this
this,
one.
but this building over here.
Oh, well, this guy's looking
very
over
long
here. That might be
house.
tough.
So this guy is currently staring like this way.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's kind of back to you.
Okay, well, I
Yeah,
can
on
try.
On the mini map, it's showing his vision cone like this.
Because you're still continuing to be stealthy, Dr. Watts, I will need another stealth roll from you, not from the guy you were sneaking from originally.
Ooh,
But for
there's
this
more
one-
guys.
Put the guys up here.
All right, well,
Oh,
we'll
no.
see.
For the guy down here.
I'm rolling pretty well.
He did
Oh,
have a
no! Well, that's not great. That's 11.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna use my my unicorn pearl. Roll again,
Free inspiration!
We do get that once.
and that is 12.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, nice.
Beats it,
I-
beats it.
Unfortunately, Dr. Watts, as you get to about here, as you're getting to the longhouse, this Dracokin spots you sneaking and says something in a unknown language, unless you know Draconic. Do you know
I
Draconic?
don't know Draconic.
Okay.
no.
Which also gathers the alert of this when they both are now turning to face you and see you kind of off in the distance, and they are approaching.
Okay, well, I'll be like, let's see what this is about. I'll put my hands up.
Okay. So you put your hands up.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, Dracokins.
You're human. You made it this
Yeah.
far into the city without getting stabbed. It's pretty impressive.
Well, that's because I am a doctor. And I am only here to make sure that everybody in the city is healthy and not doing too bad. Are you guys hurt? Do you need any medical attention?
We are not hurt. This is interesting because technically you're not lying to this guy. So
Nope,
it's
I'm not.
great.
I'm not a very good liar.
But you're not technically lying to this guy.
That is the truth.
They definitely. What I will say is, go ahead and still give me a persuasion. Not that you are lying, but that you're trying to kind of get on their good.
That is a 20.
Yeah, not that you're lying
Yeah.
or that you're convincing them that this is
Yes.
the truth.
Yeah.
Oh,
This.
interesting.
convincing them of the
Doctor.
truth.
Wasn't there a doctor in the city when he got stabbed and
Oh,
Yes.
he died.
Yeah, no, he's super dead. I saw that. And I was like, that sucks. It's really not the best time to lose your head.
No, it was actually a horrible mistake. We thought he was one of the soldiers. At least that's what the story is. And
Yep. Yeah, well, you know, sometimes that happens. And you guys are good? Anybody on your side of thing needs any medical attention that you know of?
there are a few who are hurt in the initial attacks. up by the harbors right now.
Oh, are you allowed to take me to them, or do you have to kind of stay in your spot?
Doctor, if you'd be willing to help, I'm sure Bazral would be more than willing to have the assistance of a doctor.
Yeah, I would very much like to make sure that everybody is healthy and not bad. And I need to going to the docks is like my next stop anyway, so that's great.
What are you going to the docks for?
Well, I was heading this direction towards the docks. So that was the plan. I don't know how to sail or anything, but I just figured that's where the next group of people are going to be.
All right, very well. Why don't we take him off to the Sea Bazral, see if he can help some sick and wounded.
No, thank you. That's great.
I'm assuming you have no alliances to the Kingdom of Olin, then, since you're out helping us.
I actually am not a big fan of monarchies, if I'm going to be quite honest with you.
Neither are we, to be perfectly honest, so seems you'll feel
So,
right
yeah.
at home with us.
Yeah, no, I'm from the. I forget what's the words. What's my place? Thielen, Igarith. I'm actually from Igarith. We're more of a free market sort of situation. So
I've never been to the Vanatarian Peninsula. A little too warm down there.
fair enough. Yeah.
I have always wanted to go, though. I heard that is where Meepo lives, and he is a great.
I
tale of legend.
actually have met Meepo.
No, you have not.
I have. It was crazy. I was really beside myself.
Wow, is he as great as they say? Is he able to foul 10 dragons with a flick of his finger?
Well, I don't know how exactly he did it, but he does possess a particular quality that makes him really hard to forget.
That sounds quite impressive. Legendary, some
It's
might
certainly
say.
something. It's certainly something.
Do you think it'd be possible for us to meet him sometime once this little mess is all done?
I mean, I feel like the raising of this town might make that a little far, because I know he's pretty buddy-buddy with the crown, but he's kind of buddy-buddy in the way that, like, famous people are buddy-buddy with other famous people. I don't really know how, like, intrinsically they're linked. So, I don't know. That'll be something to figure out. The sooner we get this figured out, the better. And if we can do it peacefully, chances are Meepo will have a little bit more of an incentive to come down here.
It would be pretty cool to meet Meepo. Though it's a bit disappointing he's fraternizing with the Crown of Olin. He's an honorary Dracokin. He should be with us.
I also think it's weird that he's hanging out with the crown, but again, when you have powerful people in positions of power, it's tough for people to say no to things that they want them to do. That's why I'm not a huge fan of monarchies in the first place.
I guess that makes sense. The monarchy of Olin has been doing their thing to us Dracokin for a long time, which is why we are finally fighting back against them. But you have people to help, so why bore you with lore and all of this other stuff? Come this way.
That's fine. Yeah, no, we can walk and talk.
I'm just gonna be writing Meepo as #1 on my helmet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, cool. And if you guys see me and I see you, I'm just gonna be like, I don't know what you guys gonna do.
We'll just follow.
How'd we get through?
He is now the medic for the Dracokin army.
I don't want to say we've just been double crossed, but I mean, how do we follow him now?
Well, I think that's just what we do. We just follow.
Yeah, you guys do whatever you're.
The entire Earth shakes.
Earthquake!
I just moved the map.
The entire world has changed.
The earthquakes.
Now that we have allied ourselves with the Dracokin, there's no...
I think you gotta go one more tile over with the map, Ethan.
no, that's right.
No, these.
No.
Oh, yeah.
One more to the left.
Yep.
There we go.
Does it look good?
I didn't have it all the way.
Yeah.
To the left.
I just
So,
realized the background in D&D Beyond is adaptive to whatever the most prominent map color is on the edge, so it turns brown for the tiles. But when you pulled it over, because there was more white tiles, it turned the background white. Very cool.
Interesting. Kind of cool.
Anyway.
So this is interesting. So, Dr. Watts, I would normally reveal where you're going, but I don't want the other party to see the rest of the maze here. So we're just gonna take you and these guys and
Like,
kind of
yeah.
throw you up here at the docks, and I will reveal that area.
Oh wait, real quick. As we're going, am I able to sleight of hand
Drop
some
bread
stuff
crumb.
to like make a breadcrumbs to make it easier for them to follow me?
Wait, what do you have on your person?
I'm trying to look at the stuff I have. I have
They're
You got a
dropping
bunch of
gold.
just, like,
1,000 ball bearings, but that seems like anyone could have those.
Just start dropping
really-
gold coins. Darby will never miss those.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't really have anything.
I have a 6.
I don't really have anything. So never mind, I guess.
If only he invested in Drangle
You
coins.
could have dropped some Drango coins.
Yeah, all those
yeah.
blocks.
Yeah, I got nothing. that could
We'll just
easily
we'll try
drop.
to follow, I guess.
I mean,
from-
you have the ball bearings. Those would technically work. They'd be able to. I mean, how many do you have?
1,000.
Yeah,
I
a
haven't
bag
used
of
any.
1,000.
Yeah,
the-
yeah. That would probably help you a little bit.
Oh, they got Volley Bear up at the docks.
Yeah, I'm gonna 100%. I'll drop ball bearings
There's
on
a
my
whole
way.
Earth sign up there. That's crazy.
Holy shit!
Little-
I see some of the stuff that's going on up here.
The Lord of
And I'm
Thunder
like-
Volley Bear up here.
I'm gonna be like, oh my
One.
god.
So
That's
you're gonna
some
notice that I am
League of Legends Slugger
revealing
more.
the path that Dr. Watts took with the Draco Kid.
Oh, cool.
very, very narrowly. Oh, there's some dudes
The odds
there.
are we don't want to
some
go
dudes
that
there.
way because they had people they could pass without any issue.
I mean,
I'm just letting you guys know that that's where I went.
not necessarily
All right, let's do this, boys.
anything can't do it.
Dude, Sentinel and I are the stealthiest people in this campaign.
Yeah,
We
you've
got
been,
this.
Yeah.
That
we
last
will-
roll you rolled better than Azrael did.
We will go to I believe it's Ruma at this point, and then Jamie, when we get back to you, we will touch base on what's going on in your
Yep.
realm.
Fair enough. Here we go.
All right, I'd like to look at this, please. This area yonder.
All right, you can kind of Ruma see the ball bearings that Dr. Watts has left for you, and you're like, that's
Ooh, shiny.
weird.
Shiny.
All right, what's to the left here? House.
House.
Oh, God.
There's some dudes there. Big house.
Oh, those dudes I'm imagining are probably not just facing away, are they?
Of course not. They're facing down the road.
No, of course they're facing you.
Yep.
This path over here is also actually where the that side gate I mentioned goes out of.
Gotcha.
You can
Oh,
tell
okay.
room it's currently like not only sealed and locked, but like barricaded as well. So if you
Alright.
tried to enter from that way, you would have not been able to enter the city.
I gotta try to pull out my inner Dr. Watts. Here we go. Okay. Stealth time. I'm gonna.
Stealth
Okay.
time.
Ah,
30 feet away in direct
Hey.
line of sight.
I'm a sneaky Goliath. All right, I'm gonna try to sneak my way up and to the right, like over here.
all right, give me a stealth roll.
Here we go, baby. Oh boy, 11.
They spot you.
And I'll, as I walk, I'm just gonna look over. I'm gonna give them a wave and just try to keep walking casually.
Yeah, they immediately begin to make
Hey,
their
guys.
way. Hey, halt right there! Who are you? Goliath.
Oh,
You're with
oh.
the town watch, aren't you?
No, I'm not from this town.
You've also garnered the attention of these ones as well.
Hello, my friends.
What is a
Ma-
Goliath doing in these parts? Serving the queen's butt?
My name is Rumaraith Snowhammer Kerithixathi. You shall remember it. But I am
What?
here with one Dr. Jamie Lee Watts, making sure that those who are doing battle are healthy, regardless of the outcome, and that people are not needlessly wounded in these affairs, regardless of their allegiance.
Is that the guy that was walking with the other two talking
Why would you say
about
this?
Meepo?
Blow
Yes,
up my spot.
Meepo is a dear friend of ours.
Oh, so there's more than one of you, or two of you then.
No, just the. Yes.
No, just
I was gonna.
yeah.
No.
I was gonna lie, but
Wait.
then I decided not to. Yes. Dr. Watts, as a doctor, requires good protection. For he focuses on healing rather than harming. And unfortunately, there are those out there who wish to do him harm for his expertise in the medical field.
And what, you're like his bodyguard or something?
No, I am a healer who happens to carry a very big hammer.
It's the healing hammer.
Yeah, we don't really believe you. I think we're gonna kill you now.
Alright, I'm smacking him with my hammer.
Ruma's ready. All
He was
right.
ready for it. He wanted combat.
Ruma will smack these Draco King with a hammer next time on the Elyssia stream because it is 10:30.
Yeah, just hit them.
I really hope I get
Also
a
muted
nat.
again, Matt.
I really hope I get a nat 20 and I smite it and I just one-shot this dude and then look at them like,
Unfortunately, it's because everyone's aware you have to roll initiative, so you need
Yeah.
to see if you even get to go first. But
man.
No surprise round.
no surprise round.
Oh, surprises.
Surprises.
Other-
Rules written pretty tough to get in 5.
Yeah, you really have to.
Go super unknown.
You have to like sneak up on him and then give him the old.
Yeah.
Yes, the old Kakashi special.
That's why you have sharpshooter and a longbow, 600 feet away.
Yeah.
Just like shoot off into the distance.
Or just
and
take that
hit
one,
something.
that one invocation that makes your Eldritch Blast go like a mile long, and then you can
Oh,
just
yeah.
Eldritch
Yeah,
Blast
like
from
500 feet or something for your
600
Eldritch
feet or
Blast.
something, which is more than you'll ever use at any point in time.
Blue, 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 blue.
Yeah, those crazy distances. It's like, when would I ever need to shoot that far? Like, what am I doing? What is my
Yeah.
DM having me do? It
Yeah.
can happen.
Um,
You never know.
What
It can
map
happen.
is that for? I've never seen a 600-foot map.
It would be for like a big like war battle kind of
Massive
idea,
battle.
where it's like big armies fighting
Or like
each
if
other.
you're like up on a castle or something, you
Yeah.
can just like, snipe people.
Oh yeah, no,
Staggering hero.
you got a really good point there. This is only a 540-foot map, but if you go on the hypotenuse, it's
That's
still
it.
only 540 feet. Never mind.
Yeah.
That
We're
doesn't
close.
track.
You could be at these docks and you could just fire arrow shots over.
Are you?
Woo!
Okay, real quick, are you guys seeing my measurement?
That's
Yes.
because
Yeah,
that's not a true measurement of the distance.
I know,
away.
but it's cracking me up. The hypotenuse should definitely be way longer.
It's because it's a 540 in a square from that spot. That's why.
No, it
It's funny.
refuses. Math will not math.